Welcome, guys. Welcome back yet another extreme showcase, guys. Life's a game back once again, guys. Back once again. This time today, guys, Exotic Gifts for Randoms, part 66. Tidal Basin, guys. A wonderful Tidal Basin. Legendary Juggernaut Tidal Basin, guys. We all know how this one goes. Hit that like button, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into this one, guys. You know what it is. Life's a game, the Division 2 God. You guys know what it is already. We're going to go ahead and get into this with these random agents. And man, oh man, guys. Boy, oh boy, this team... it was kind of one of the teams on the newer side. You know, they were kind of like a little bit on the newer side, just on the newer side of things, guys, as far as realizing the mission and what's going on. As you guys will respectively see here, as we are just about going to get started, guys. But as I said, go ahead and hit the like button. If better yet, you love to see me go through this with randoms, complete random agents, that some of them that may never have even completed this mission. If you honestly truly enjoy seeing me go through this stuff, guys, please hit that like button, guys. We're going to go ahead and get right into it because I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how this mission, as well as any other legendary mission, can be done with any agent, guys. Okay, guys, so probably not any agents, obviously, but I mean, in the sense of just what you're going to see here, sometimes some of these agents can be pretty new to this stuff, guys, and I'm telling you this right now. Whenever you're running with any agents that are new to this stuff or like aren't as experienced with it, and they may have ran it in the past but haven't had much success, I'll see a lot of agents, including some of the ones here, that might have told me they've done this, but from what I saw, guys, it was like, no, that's night and day, because I've had agents tell me when they've done certain missions, when I'm in Manning Zoo and whatnot, and I'll just see how they're running, and I'll know when they're telling the truth and when it's most likely lying, guys. And there's agents for the most part that I've seen at times that, you know, their play is matching what they're saying. They're taking initiative, they're in front. When the other two agents go down, they're always still up. So I've seen it, but sometimes, guys, it doesn't always go like that. People will say stuff, but you just won't see the same action as what they're saying. So I kind of take it off of that, guys. I'm that agent, guys. I'm the real agent, guys. Like I said, real recognizes real. So I just got it. I go by actions, guys. Actions speak louder than words. Anybody can say anything, but if I see you playing a certain way, I'm gonna go ahead and make my conclusion, guys. It's like you can more or less tell me that you ran legendary or you play heroic normally, or you beaten like a certain stronghold mission. Maybe this mission, for instance, on heroic. And I play with you on heroic, and I'm seeing you go down like every 2 seconds. I'm seeing you like make bad decisions. I'm not seeing you really get anything done. It's like the whole entire team's helping you the whole time. It doesn't even have to be the whole time. It could just be at key moments when we actually need your help. Like you always seem to be going down. I'll just literally conclude from that you definitely are not running that mission the way you're saying you are. And beating it at the level you're saying you are, guys. I just cannot believe that. I mean, you might be running with clanmates and Discord agents, guys, and I say this all the time. There's some Discord agent and clan players, guys, and what I mean by that is they can't do anything except for if they're in their clan or if they're Discord agents or close friends, because like I said, guys, in a lot of my past recent videos, there's agents on this that do swell in these missions. They do very, very well when they're running with their clanmates and their Discord agents, key close friends, but as soon as you put them with a random team, it's like as if they never ran the mission before. Like you'll see them getting hit with stuff because they don't have builds that are complementing each other and just stopping the drones and doing all that other stuff, guys, you know? So that's just more so how it goes, guys. I only say that just to say you just want to just be playing the thing, guys, and you never want to lie. Never lie in a group or anything like that. Please do not ever do that. Just always be honest, guys. That's the reason why I ask each agent every time before we start these missions, respectively, like what their skill set level is, so I know how to go about it. I know which build to choose, how to go about things, guys, what to do. So, and as I say that, guys, you see us respectively coming here to the second phase. Hit that like button if you're enjoying thus far. We are going to go ahead and get into this, guys. As I said, this was quite the run, as you guys will respectively see as we continue on forth here. So highly appreciate any and all of you guys joining in. Exotic Gifts for Randoms number 66, guys. And let's continue to get on more into this one, guys. Let's continue forth into this one and get more into it. As you're respectively seeing this guy, Agent's Gold, go down here. And like I said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into some of these agents here as we continue on, guys. But I'm just going to kind of just cover them over, I guess, real fast, just as we're starting off. I'll just let you know kind of in a sense how I'm, you know, viewing them, how I'm sizing them up. So from LLA clan, starting it off, guys, EDU Lord Master. This guy was, he seemed like decent enough, guys. I mean, like, he was in and out, was playing solid enough. Like I said, I didn't really, find myself really saying much to him too often at times, apart from, like, I guess the beginning. But, to be honest with you guys, yeah, he was just like, Lord Master, if you're watching this, you're pretty solid there. You just gotta just, you know, at times work on your distancing, like work on your patience and distance. As far as I'm concerned, how I play, you just want to be distant more often, because there are times where he has gone down at certain moments, as you guys will see. I believe he did revive me one time when I went down. So like I said, guys, honestly, great agents, guys. I cannot argue against that or say anything against that considering the difficulty we're playing on. And I don't just say that lightly, guys. I don't just say that lightly. I say that because, like, it's not the easiest thing to run these missions on Legendary, guys, with completely random agents with no modifiers, guys. It's not the easiest thing to do. As you see me using my respective Tempest build here, I was just trying to see if I could test my Tempest build out in this mission, but I guess this was not the team. I started figuring that out with in a bit. I don't say that to be negative. I just was saying I realized that this wasn't the team I could do that because we'd have to be all balanced, and right now it seemed that we needed more. This team needed more assistance than you know, me basically trying a build out or something I know that is solid, but, you know, it's like I respectively need something that could, you know, like get the job more or less done faster, more lethal. And you guys will see me definitely change my build up as a result of that moving forward. As you see us, you know, a couple of my teammates have gone down a few times already. I'm trying to tell them, guys, to use this area on the left, this stacked area of items right here on the left. You want to use that wall right there as cover for their bombs, guys. But it will not, however, protect you from the drones because the drones come around that, guys, as I say all the time. So I was telling them, guys, just stop walking out there. As you see Agent Gold go down again, guys. And on that note, I'll continue getting into it. So like I said, Lord Master, decent enough player, guys, decent enough player. But like I said, the more you guys run Legendary, the more used to it you'll get. Never an easy thing on, you know, with random agents as you see them go down there. But I'm going to say this, guys, moving down the list, Agents Gold. You agents, if you're hearing this, just take it a step at a time, my friends. Take it a step at a time. I know you did your best. You know, did his best playing to come in here and try and, like, you know, take these guys out. But I was just telling him to more or less, so, like, just telling you to, like, just, if you're watching this, just more so pick your spots. If you know you cannot stand up there and you cannot take the fire like that, just kind of sit at a part where you're in the pocket and you're taking cover and realizing the areas. Maybe you can call out the drones for people. You can keep an eye out for a medic. Just kind of hang back, my friend. You got to, like, know the positioning. And as I say, guys, Legendary is not just only about just your build. It's about knowing how to run that build and how to move. And if you don't know how to do that, guys, any agent will be going down just like Agent Gold's going down if they don't know, like, really how to use their build. And that's what I'm just trying to emphasize to Agent Gold. Like I said, guys, a lot of these missions are a lot of times way out of people's normal league of what they're used to, what they usually run. So I know sometimes going to these missions it'll be harder, but the whole thing is, guys, usually agents that are good and you know, they watch in or they really want to you know, they're at that level where they really want to run Legendary, they'll start learning as the mission goes. You'll start seeing them get better. If you don't see the agent getting better as time goes on in the mission, then that's when it's like, okay, well, you just need more practice. You need to go on the summit more Legendary, and you just need to get yourself more used to the tempo, guys. I say that, I don't just say that for nothing. When you're running these missions, especially the two grade A legendaries, which would be Manning Zoo and Tidal Basin, respectively, you just want to make sure that you're ready, like, to go. And what I mean by that, respectively, is that you just want to have that level of comfortability, guys. Now, I always say patience, distance, focus, but that C word, comfortability, is very huge, guys. Very, very huge. You want to make sure that you're used to the tempo of the mission. By being comfortable, you'll be used to the tempo, guys. That's literally all that means. And what I mean by that is just the grid of it, guys. So what you're seeing here, you can't be overwhelmed by the tempo of the mission in Legendary, especially in Manning Zoo and Tidal Basin. You definitely can be overwhelmed, especially playing with randoms, guys. As I say, a lot of these content creators play, like, with key Discord agents, friends, all that stuff, or at least one key friend. But you want to make sure you have comfortability. It's easy to have comfortability when you're in a key team where everybody's build complements each other and all that. Playing on a team like this, you got to create and cement comfortability, guys. And that's exactly what I do, respectively, to do to help each team that I run with. I always want to make sure that everybody's comfortable in what they're doing. That's why it comes down to that, guys. That's why whenever people run with me, they're like, they'll say, like, I'm one of the most chillest agents they've ran with at a level like this. And I say the reason why that is, I'll ask them, I'll be like, how do you feel you're playing? And they feel that they're playing good in that. And I'm like, that's the reason. You don't want somebody breathing down your neck, guys, trying to tell you where to stand and what to do. On a mode like this, it's already hectic enough with the enemies and how the enemies are. So you got to give people their leeway. My thing is this, guys. If anybody's joining this mission, has enough confidence to join the mission, I'm like, hey, they're good enough to beat the mission, or they can be good enough. Do they listen? Like, that's all it comes down to. Their mindset's already there. The fact they queued for the mission and they actually want to beat it, that's the mindset's already there to do it. Now all they got to do is supply themselves, guys, and put the pedal to the metal, which is most likely the hardest part, guys. The talk is always easy. The walk is always harder, right? And as I said, guys, which is why I always say actions speak louder than words. Which is why I only take agents on their word, guys. Not on their word, on their actions. That's so funny. How ironic. I take agents on their actions, guys, not just their words, because anybody can say anything, guys, that they go through Tidal Basin Legendary, that they go through Manning Zoo Legendary. It's like, I want to see you do it. If you really do that, and what you're saying with a random group or whatever, you guys see me showing you this stuff. You know that I'm not lying. I'm the real deal. So I'm saying anybody else that's doing it can do the same thing. They can show themselves, because I'm like, anybody and their grandma or anybody can say that, guys. And it's like their little sister can say it. Anybody can say it, guys. And it's like, you don't know. They'll have just as much merit as you saying it if you can't show it. That's all I'm saying. So it's like, it just comes down to that, guys. And I notice whenever I do go off of actions on agents, choosing agents off of actions, and like, you know, as opposed to just what they're saying or whatnot, you go off of what you're seeing, you'll have a lot more better solid teams that way easily. Because you'll know everybody's real. Like, there's nobody you have to second guess. Well, he said that he did do incursion, but you don't ever really see him do it or run it. You just see him kind of post little portions of it. So it's like, you just want to be real, guys. That's number one. And as I said, you want to be comfortable, guys. You want to be used to the mission. You don't want to have the mission overwhelm you. That's what I was saying there. As you see Agent Gold go down again, I mean, I saw Mahamana D. I'm going to go ahead and get to him. But still on the process, guys. The reason why I'm saying all this is we're on Agent Gold. So Agent Gold, man, if you're hearing this, no hard feelings, man. Totally do not have to give the dislike in any way, shape, or form. I wouldn't expect that from you. You're a fine agent indeed. What I honestly think. The only thing I think is that you just would have to just get better as far as knowing Legendary and how to move in it and what to do. That's all it comes down to. Like, just knowing that. And the better you get at it, guys, that's why it's always great to be humble in this game. Because like when you take correction by those that actually do the mission, that have done it multiple times and whatnot. Well, I'm only telling you this, guys. Anything I'm saying, I'm not just saying it to talk or to be sarcastic or trying to boast. It's totally not that, guys. What I'm telling you is just to make the community better, so that these things won't happen. You guys won't have to go through wipes. It doesn't matter if I'm on your team or not on your team. Like, things won't have to happen where it's like, you know, what you guys shall see here in just a second. Like, things like this won't have to happen. So that's more or less just what I'm getting at, guys. You want to totally keep your composure. And you honestly just don't want to lose focus at the task at hand. And you guys will really quickly figure out the reason why I'm saying that. You don't want to lose focus here, guys. As you're seeing my team go down here, I was kind of telling these guys just to keep kind of watch. Like, stop rushing and pushing up, guys. And you're going to see the reason right here why I'm saying that in this team. As I'm telling you guys, every team's different. The agent guy, he ended up leaving. Like I said, Agent Gold, I believe. Agent Gold. So, as I said, man, Agent, if you're watching this, just, like I said, work on your skills as far as Legendary and go to the summit. Work on it in there. Get used to the tempo, my friend. Like I said, this mission doesn't have to be as hard as it was there, guys. You saw that happen, and he just left out. So, like I said, you'll have those agents. Usually, I'll say stuff about the agents, but that guy, I don't know. I don't think he had bad intention. I just don't think that his skill set was up to the challenge, is all it was. And I think he felt like he was getting in the way of us more so than helping, and that's totally never the case, guys. I mean, we never want you to think that's the case, but nonetheless, he left. So, like I said, anyhow, if you do come across this agent, somehow, if you do, you didn't see my YouTube name, but it is what it is. Just know that, hey, it's a one-step at a time process, my friend. It's a one-step at a time process. You're not the worst agent that I've seen, far from it, actually. So it's just all a one-step at a time process, guys. And as long as you see that and you get better at it, that's the whole way that you actually end up beating these missions, guys. I'm just trying to present the best way that I know to beat these missions and have success, guys. That's the only way I know how to run them, is having success. I was telling these guys, nobody wants to sit here and run this thing for 3 to 4 hours and then lose, and you didn't get anything done for the day. You're going to feel like shit. You're going to feel like you don't want to do anything else. Everything's going to annoy you probably around the house or whatever. It is what it is. However somebody might feel, I'm just saying, you want to get this stuff done. You want to win this stuff. You're going to sit here for 2 to 3 hours, guys. I don't know about you. If I'm going to sit here for 2 to 3 hours on a mission with random agents, you want to win, you know, like, it counts for myself too. Like, you know, I know I have fun with it. I run it all the time, but it's like, it's just me more so proving and showing these guys that this stuff can get done. If you're focused, you can do it. You can get it done. So there's no reason for a wipe down the road or whatnot due to rigor. And as you guys will see on this team, man, oh man, guys, what a performance this was. And like I said, guys, that's why I tell you guys, hit that like button. Better yet, that hype button if you enjoy watching me run this stuff. Because this is where it's at, guys. This is where it's at. Legendary. I cannot lie. I take agents through this all the time, guys. And it's always fun, guys. It's always fun showing this and just proving to you guys how this stuff can be done as long as you know what you're doing and you know the game and you just know the ins and outs, guys. As you see me getting lit up there slightly. And I believe during this run, guys, if I'm not mistaken, I think I was trying to change my build at one point. and I just couldn't do it. Like the game was like, it has like a bug right now. If any devs or anything are watching this, there's like a bug in it where it's like when you're in the mission, even when you're not in combat, when combat was over, I couldn't switch my build. Like I would say I switched it, but then I go back to my, the game, and then it would show that I have the same previous build that I started the mission with, which is a godly build, guys. I didn't really have to change it much, but it's like at times I wanted like a little more DPS for certain spots, and it's like I couldn't do it because the game would not allow me to change the build unless I did it manually, like went into everything, which I obviously was not going to do. So it was like, I don't know. Like, hopefully they fix that, guys. Hopefully that's a fix that gets done. I cannot be the only one that's noticed that as of now, as of the recording of this. But yeah, guys, Legendary Tidal Basin. Exotic Gifts for Randoms, part 66, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying this one, and I'm bringing this one to you guys a little later than the time it got done, guys. But you know how that goes. We got to do narration. We got to talk it over, guys, and tell you guys everything what's going on. So going on the list, guys. Going down the list now. We got MTO Mahamana D. This guy seems solid. I kind of put him in the same bracket as Lord Master in a sense, almost. I kind of like put them like on the same level as far as like the way they were both playing, seeing the area. Like I said, guys, it's just it's repetition. The more you play it, the more you run it, the better you'll get at it. One thing I can say about Muhammad Nadi and his from MTO clan, by the way. What I could say about him is that just the DPS. Like it's always good to have a teammate or teammates that have good DPS. I think him and EDU Lord Master both had great DPS in that sense. We're just getting this guy here, Part to Stone. 1,459 shade that just joined. I had to kind of tell this guy because this guy kept, in a sense, pushing up as well, getting in spots. I always have to tell agents, guys, every time we run this stuff, like, hey, I know if you played this mission on Heroic a lot, it's cool, but if you're not used to Legendary, do not stand in the same spots you stand in on Heroic. That's like Legendary 101. Any agents that tells me they've ran Legendary often, but they're standing in the same exact spots, they go to the same spots they run in on Heroic, and they're getting hit with stuff and killed, like with nades and stuff, I'm like, I know right away, guys, right away, right off the bat, they're lying, because I'm like, if you ran this enough, you know that you can't stand up right there. On this difficulty like that, guys, there's like certain things I can show you, like if you saw me running Heroic, for the most part, I usually just love practicing patience, distance, focus, guys, so I'm always going to be back naturally, but there's some things you'll see me do in Heroic that you just will never see me do or attempt to try in Legendary, because I know the pinpoint, the aggressiveness of these enemies, the lethalness of them. I know all that stuff, and I know that that will just be a waste of time doing that. They'll melt me fast like doing that. So I'm like, I can't do that on Legendary, but on Heroic I can do that. So it's like you got to know that. And any agents I see playing and they tell me they've done it, and I see they don't know that, I'm like, okay, this guy's obviously lying. I don't know why they're lying, but you know they're lying, saying they run it when they usually don't, because they wouldn't be standing in those spots, those same spots. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have a build to do that, you have a great defensive build, you can go in their face. I've seen many agents I played with before that could do that. By all means, they can stand in the same spots they stand on Heroic on Legendary, because they have a godly build. They set up their build a certain way, and they just know how to run that build. It's not just the build. They know how to run it. They know when to go back and all that other stuff. That's fine, guys. That's definitely fine, but that's few and far in between. I'm just saying, and you guys know that, obviously. You hardcore agents watching this know that already. That's far and few between. Having those agents on your team that have builds like that, that also know how to run the mission. Like sometimes the game will just match you up that way. I guess that's kind of sometimes how people might feel playing with me sometimes when I'm on their team. I know my builds so well, so I make things work where people are like, yeah, that's crazy how you're making that work so well in a mission like this, where I was playing with the agents in Legendary District Union Arena that was just getting completely hammered by the enemy because they didn't know how to use that build. I'm using the same build in Legendary Manning Zoo or whatever, and I'm like, we're getting through. So it just comes down to know-how, guys. I keep saying it. That's why I don't really emphasize on builds. I know a lot of you guys might want to be like, oh, what build are you using? Guys, I used to do that totally all the time in the past. And the thing that got me like a little laughably like frustrated about it was just people weren't even getting success with the builds I was giving them. The only thing that would happen is, oh yeah, this does block for me, it does help me, blah, 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 but they weren't getting anything they wanted to get done with it still, guys. So the build wasn't really the answer. They found at the end of the day, it was really how they played, and that's why I'm focusing on telling you guys how to run this stuff rather than just what you're using. There's a plethora of things you can use, guys. So, GG's. You guys just have to know that. Moving forward, that's very crucial. Just only say it because, guys, like a lot of agents always are thinking that it's just the build when they're seeing somebody run, because it's a lot of these content creators will show you a 10-minute video with a build saying this thing can run through Legendary, which, as I said before, guys, and I'll continue to say, is the biggest lie I've ever seen. Like, that's not how it goes, guys. Maybe in the summit, and not even for the summit does that apply, depending on what you have to do. Like, it's just And what it really comes down to, guys, which is why I focus my channel around Legendary, not just the build, but the know-how of knowing how to do things. Because that is what it comes down to, guys. I've seen so many agents run this thing that people would claim and swear all up and down they weren't ready to run it. Shade 500 agents that they thought that, you know, you think that they don't have anything, but the way these guys had their builds set up, their builds, guys, that I played with, and the way they ran and knew how to do things, I was like, this is what it is. I was talking to one of them, and they're like, yeah, like it depends on how you run. Like, it's not just what you're wearing. You have to know what you're doing in these missions, guys. That's why I say if you're new to Legendary, wet behind the ears with it, or you just don't run it enough, don't try and go into these missions thinking you could just slap an elite level build on that you dominate heroic. I mean, you just face tank everything in heroic. It doesn't matter if they're behind you or whatever. And you think you can just run into this mission doing that same thing. That's not going to work, guys. And what I find out is with a lot of agents that love to push like that and love to just, you know, drill and just mow everything down like that, which is a good thing. That's a great build if you can do that on heroic. But you can do that. It's like if they're not able to do that, I notice that they can't play, and I'm like, you guys are missing the very core fundamental of Division overall, guys. It's like it's the way you move and being a core, cohesive, structured team unit, guys, and knowing how to run the mission. That's what this game's about, and that's what Legendary brings to the table, which is why you guys could all four have the greatest builds in the game, greatest healer, greatest tank, greatest DPS, greatest you know, like defensive build, whatever it be, guys. You could have that, the greatest sniper, whatever the heck, all on the same team and still get mowed down in this mission here, guys. Still get dominated, still get killed, still wiped. And the reason for that is it just doesn't just come down to what build you have. It comes down to how well you play that build. Do you know where to stand? Do you know what's going on? And that's all anything I'm talking about here, guys. And that's what you want to just take note of. I know Tidal Basin can be a biatch, guys. Trust me. I mean, I wouldn't sit here and tell any one of you guys to just kind of run these missions like this. Like I'll say it like this, guys. This is a funny thing. I'll say it like this. Most times, a lot of people always think that because they see me run with randoms, no modifiers, random agents and stuff, legendary, sometimes even directives, hell, you guys have seen that. And if you haven't seen it, go and check out my brilliant 4 directive legendary runs, guys. It's in my playlist, and you totally just cannot miss that. But as I was saying, guys, a lot of agents believe that I'm just trying to tell you guys to play like this. I'm not telling you guys to play like this at all. Trust me, I totally would never condone you to run like this to try these missions. I'm just trying to tell you that to show you, not just tell you, but I mean show you, but more so tell you, but more so show you that it can be done, guys. It can be done. That's my main thing of why I do this, to show you that agents that say, oh no, this stuff can't be done. I've done it with people with shades that people thought couldn't be done. People with somebody with 100-something shade I've done this mission with. Low shade teams, guys. You just have to go back and look at some of the teammates I ran with that people would never think it could be done with. I do them, and I'm just showing you this to show you it could be done. My main thing, guys, is for you guys to find a key Discord team. Despite how I talk about clans and Discord agents, I don't have one. I would highly implore you guys to find a clan, find Discord agents, and run this stuff with them, utilizing the patience, distance, focus method I'm showing you here. You'll have high success rates with it. And if the clan's already used to it, then hey, that's kudos to you. But I'm just saying, just because you're in the clan doesn't mean running these missions you're always just going to win. You have to know like what you're doing and how you're running, which in clans and stuff, you have a higher level of being a team that's synergized for each other. Like you guys have builds that complement each other. You guys all talk to each other. So it just gives you a higher chance of winning, guys. That's all it does. But if once you start practicing patience, distance, focus with your key close friends, clanmates, Discord agents, whatever it might be, guys, that's when like you'll start getting this stuff down. So don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying, oh, you got to be like me, run it with randoms all the time, this, that. I do this, guys, because I know what I can do. I've been doing this for some time. I know my talent level of this. I know I can do it. I do it just to show you guys overall as a community that this respectively can be done. This stuff that's deemed as impossible by a lot of people can be done. You know, you just do not realize how many agents that have been on my team where they said they've been kicked from various groups of missions that are even lesser than what we're running here, and they end up winning with my team. So it's like I'm just showing them more or less when they see that this stuff can be done. They can go rub it back, I guess, in those other agents' face that they ran with, or that told them that they couldn't run the mission because of their shade, or they couldn't beat it no matter what team they're on unless the team carried them, or they can say whatever. But the whole thing is this, guys. I show them that the mission can be done. That's it. And there's a lot of people that would never believe a lot of the stuff that you guys are seeing me do, despite my expertise level being only 5. And I'll say that again, my expertise level is only 5, guys. I never was a big fan of expertise, don't really care for it. And I'm telling you, I'm doing these things like this. So this is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean. So there'll be these content creators with 30% expertise, like level 30 and stuff, showing this stuff, or different things. And I'm like, or saying that you need stuff. I'm like, you definitely don't need that, my friend, because I'm not even expertise 10. and I'm doing this stuff, or I've done missions that, I'll be honest, I've done certain missions that I haven't even seen some of these other bigger content creators like ever do, like as far as having directives enabled in these missions, and going through them with 4 to 5 of them, like at least, like with random agents. Like, I don't know, guys, you be the judge, but I'm just saying I do these things to show people, and even those guys on there from Twitch or YouTube or whatever that might think that some of this stuff can't be done, or that it's just outlandish, or that it's I'm lying or whatever. It's like, I'm showing you this stuff that I'm doing it. So it's like, that's why I never really get any pushback from anybody, because any video you go to of me, guys, that's the whole thing about being the real deal, guys. Real recognizes real. And if you're a real agent, on that note, hit that like button, guys. Better yet, hit that hype HYPE button as we continue respectively here in Tidal Basin, guys. This one is one for the books, guys, as we continue to push on forth here, guys. Tidal Basin and Manning Zoo are always those missions, guys. It's always those missions. It's always one of the missions where you gotta you just have to have that grit. They're level A legendaries: Tidal Basin, Manning Zoo, whereas District Union Arena, Roosevelt Island, and Capitol Building are all B grade legendaries. Although still legendary, but it's like, you know, before going into these ones, agents, if you guys are listening to this, a little new to legendary, you want to make sure you get to conquering District Union Arena, Roosevelt Island, and Capitol Building. You want to make sure you guys get those ones down to the point you just know it before getting into this. It just gets you ready for that legendary tempo. It just gets you ready for that, what you will be feeling here when you get into these ones. Since these ones are a little longer, require a little more focus, guys. So you see us starting off here in the next phase here. Alrighty then, guys, you see us stepping into this phase right here, getting started on just the 3rd phase of Tidal Basin, respectively, guys. Exotic Gifts for Randoms, part 66. And we are continuing here, guys. So you're seeing this chunk of shooting at us. My main thing was this. I still had my Tempest on. I wish I would have turned it off from here, actually, and had my Liberty on. That actually complements this build a lot better as far as some shield protection and also as well as some DPS. I was more or less just telling these guys here, like, in a sense, just to kind of, you know, kind of back it up here when this chunga comes in, because we got to get this guy out. Our DPS isn't all the way there. You see me running back here, guys. That's what I mean by patience, distance, focus. I'm practicing distance here. I'm like, you know what? I could have stayed around there, guys, but I know using the Tempest, I just don't have the DPS I would want to even stand right there like that and feel safe. So I was just trying to make sure I stayed here. However, guys, I did have my assault drone, which is very strong, tier 6. Whenever I throw a nade, it goes up to tier 7 once that thing reveals. Once a tier 7 thingy reveals. So it's like they still had extreme help, although I was running away, guys. It's like I wasn't just abandoning my team, and that's what I mean. Make sure you have a stinger hive. Make sure you have something that when you run, if you do that, you still have something over there that's helping the team out. It's not like I'm just going over here and I have nothing at all over there helping them, guys. And as you're seeing, that drone flying around definitely helped out. It allowed the team to turn around, the enemy to turn around and look at that drone, and allowed these guys to get up. Some of them get away, heal, and get stuff done. As the enemy was there, and my drone hits very hard, my guys, my assault drone, especially when in overdrive. So it's like, although I was going away, you know, guys, that kind of just deviates the fire off of me when I put my drone out there like that. And then also it helps my team. So you guys saw how we got out of something like that. And you're seeing part stone. I think he went down again. So this agent part stone, if you're watching, just work on your spots, man. This guy did join new. I'm not sure if this guy stays all the way. We'll have to see. So you're seeing Muhammad Adi went down. So you're seeing it's tough in this position, guys. I was kind of telling him to back it up here because sometimes, like I said, guys, it depends on the team you're running. You see me run this many times, multiple times. Sometimes we're respectively up close, guys. Like you see like the door up there. There's times like when I'll have a team and we'll just mow down right what's in front of us, get through there. We'd already be pushing through the gate by now, or near enough about to do that. With this team, our DPS was not there, guys, and what you're seeing as a result of that, you're seeing all 3 agents go down. So when you're in a position like this, guys, first off, what you want to do is you definitely do not want to panic, guys. You don't want to panic at all because that could happen fast. This is most likely 90% like wipe chance right here, 95 like +% chance if you don't know what you're doing. So right here, guys, I have my Bulwark Shield. I got my Tempest, so I'm like, okay, so this is not usually a gun I'd use, but you guys are seeing the power of the Tempest right now. You're seeing me hurt these guys with them. Okay, so I had time to go back there because they got stunned, and I was like, okay, so let me kind of work the angle of the room here, guys. So you're seeing me work the angle of the room here now. I'm not standing in front of where they can all hit me. You see how I'm on the side of this thing right here? You see how I'm running? I'm not just in the way where all 3 of them could just hit me all at once. I don't want to do that. It'll deplete my shield faster. My shield is a beast, don't get me wrong. But it's like you got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to run. So you always want to just be knowledgeable of that. Alright then guys, so in addition to knowing the angles, you also want to keep composure here guys. You don't want them to be able to get the upper hand on you here guys, as you're seeing. So with all three of the agents here guys, as you're seeing, we took them all out. It's very interesting here guys. You want to just always be on the lookout here. And if any of you agents are watching, Lord Master, Muhammad D, Partstone, just always know that, you know, like you got to keep your composure guys. And this is why I'm trying to show you guys right here, trying to show you you want to keep patience, distance, focus. You never want to rush in, guys. And that's just me utilizing it right here, as I've done on many occasions in the past where I had to, all my team goes down and I have to solo it. At times, guys, it's not always as smooth as this. Sometimes it can be a little hectic. It can get a little more hectic than this. But like I said, guys, this is definitely not the position I would want any of you guys to be in a mission like this, because usually when it's like this, it's just 98% of the time, 98% of the time, it's going to be a wipe. You're just not going to get through it. So I was just going ahead and practicing my distance here, guys. My team went down. So right here at this point, guys, I was thinking whether or not this team was good enough to be able to get the task done at hand, because we've gotten nowhere yet in the mission, really. Not that far, and everybody's already, you know, struggling highly going down. So my thing was this. I was telling them, when you guys get back up, or if you do, we got to make sure that we're running this thing at a certain level, that nobody at all is pushing up, guys, because I'm not one to have to respectively have to kick anybody like that. I was telling them I don't want to have to do anything like that. As long as everybody can be on the same page, we're all good to go. And as you can see, Partstone, I believe he left. So like I said, guys, it's always that fourth agent. It's always that fourth agent. It's always hard to find that next agent that's willing to help, guys. So congrats to EDU, Lord Master, and then also Muhammad, I believe? Yeah, Muhammad D. I keep thinking it's Muhammad, but it's Muhammad D. And then now we have Jamaican UT with 3,156 shade, guys. This guy was his build was good enough, guys. He had a great shield build, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, guys, we shall see if this guy stays with us the entire time. I don't want to spoil anything, but to my recollection, I believe that he does. But we shall see. This guy had a great build, though. But so I'm just gonna go ahead and shout you out, Jamaican UT. Thank you for joining the group, my friend, and it's always good following directions and whatnot. He was a solid player, you are. But there were some certain points, you know, where we'll get into as this thing respectively goes forward, guys. But all I can do is be honest to every single agent that runs with me, guys. And I can only be honest and tell you what I really thought about him and how I see him, guys. And sometimes, like I said, I might not get it all the way right to 100% to the T with some of you guys. But as I said, I think I'm really good enough at this. I think I played this long enough to get a pretty good ballpark figure of exactly the type of agent I'm dealing with and who I'm playing with based off of what I'm seeing. When you run with me. So yeah, like I said, guys, something I can do. I played this so long enough to know, guys, like it doesn't matter what you're running or what type of builds you have. It just all only comes down to like your play style and how you play. And judging from that, guys, respectively, I'd be able to see exactly who I'm dealing with, guys, based off how he plays. Because as I said before earlier, actions speak definitely louder than words here, guys, especially in legendary missions. It doesn't take that long to know that. I can guarantee you that. So you see us here just pushing up here, guys. So we dealt with that. I brought them all back, guys. I had to deal with that. I had to deal with all those enemies. And Jamaicans there saying, I'll try to keep you up with Refractor and Birdies. It just is what it is, my friend. Like I said, guys, we all want to be on the same page. And you might have teammates that are watching this right now on YouTube, guys. You guys want to just be on the same page. But excellent play to you guys. But we just want to be all on the same page. That's the only way we're sure to get this done, guys. I was telling them at this point after that, I was like, guys, if we really are going to get this done, we really got to hone in. I was telling Lord Master and Muhammad D, I was telling both of them that we really got to step on it. You guys can't be dying like that. We just really have to get on it, guys. And the reason why I don't mean to be harsh on it like that with any of my team, it's just whenever I'm running with a team on Tidal Basin, Legendary Tidal Basin, or Legendary Mannings, you guys, there's a certain type of way you got to run. There's a certain type of grit you got to run. There's a certain level of confidence you have to have. There's a way you got to run to win the mission. And if the team isn't displaying that, or they're just not confident with themselves, I was telling them, I was like, it's just a waste of time, guys. We're going to sit here for 3-4 hours and not get anything done and end up wiping. So I'm like, if that's either you guys are serious to get it done, or we could just, end it there more or less, if that's what they wanted to do. I did say that at a point, and we all got together and realized that, hey, they did want to win. So I was like, okay, let's get this done then. Let's have everybody stay alive. Let's just start playing. Let's start keeping distance, watching the enemy, and actually getting some stuff done, guys. We weren't playing the worst, guys. It's just from what I was seeing, our play was not up to par at all to handle what we were going to have to be handling, guys, as this thing continues onward, if we're realistically going to win. So I was like, well, I just had to be honest, or we're not meeting that standard from what I was seeing. So it's like, I guess after that, guys, and it seems like my teammates were just like, you know, it's like, and sometimes it takes that, guys. It's nothing negative. Sometimes some teams go into these missions, they might run it with their clanmates or Discord agents a lot, and they get so used to cruising through. Now, they don't realize if you run with a random group, like, it's not like that. You actually have to use more of your skill, more of your know-how, more of your knowledge of the game to actually get by the mission. Like, it's not just, you can't just walk by it. So I think once that was established, guys, I think that's when a lot of the agents here, no knock at all, but I think that's when, like, a lot of them kind of, or at least Lord Master and Muhammad Adi actually started realizing and, you know, kind of started taking it a little more serious and being like, you know what, we actually can beat this mission. Let's really hone it and get this done. So I congratulate you agents for that. Highly appreciate it. Thank you, guys. It's always great. Always great. I love playing with different agents, guys. That's the thing. Being able to play with different agents of all different levels, degrees, various types, guys. But the whole thing, I'm trying to stress to you guys that this stuff can respectively still be done. You can still get all this stuff done, guys. I'm telling you, like, it's not the end of the world. All of these things can still be done at a high respectable level. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing about it, guys. You see this drone following me here. It explodes just there. Yeah, that's interesting, though. Sometimes they'll kind of hover there, but yeah, guys, you just want to be on the same page and just keep your focus in these missions, guys. That's the main thing. As you're seeing, I definitely did switch back to my Liberty, guys, because I was like, I'm definitely going to need my strongest build that I possess at the moment as far as, like, lethal damage and defense. I was like, I was going to have to pull this one out because I was like, you know what, in order to help this team win, from what I'm seeing, we're going to need that absolute most help, most firepower we can get. And by using this build, I make the enemies the most uncomfortable as they can possibly be. And that just helps my team out, guys. That's my main thing to do, which is the reason why I ask certain agents before we run some of these missions, what's your skill set? Because certain teams, I wouldn't have to run this build. I could change to maybe my St. Elmo's build or whatnot, and we could still get it done in this mission. It just depends on who I'm playing with. If I feel I have to do it overwhelmingly, like majority, or like a lot of like the dictatorship of it, like, you know, like some of the damage, the crowd control, just controlling the enemy and how the enemy moves, I'll equip to this build, guys. And that's what I knew I had to do going forward, just to be able to make it a little bit more easier for my team. Although even with using this, guys, like I said, it could still be a chore because these guys could still, the enemy could still hit us in key spots, still get the upper hand, still spam stuff. You gotta, like, really know what you're doing. But I was doing the best I could for my team here. So for you agents watching, highly appreciate it, guys. It's never the easiest thing, but it's an honest fun playing. It's an honest you're welcome and all that stuff, guys, because like I said, this stuff, believe me, like before, like even before I had the build I have here, these enemies would be pushing. There's like a certain build, like with this build, like it does help out, it keeps the enemies off. But as I said, guys, there's a lot of builds I'm sure out there that could help keep the enemies off at times in Legendary, but people don't know how to utilize them, and they just don't know how to use them at the best level. As you see me pinpointing the medic here, you want to make sure you take out the medic and ensure that he's just definitely not out there and in the way. To be able to revive, guys, like I said, this run was quite interesting, guys. This was quite the interesting run because I'm going to show you guys, although the things I tell you guys to do as far as patience, distance, focus, and the mistakes we made and how we capitalized off of those mistakes, or, you know, whether we got by them or not, guys. So like I said, I'm just showing this to showcase to you guys that, you know, things can happen, even with me, myself. As great as I am at playing this, things can happen if you're not careful, if I'm not watching. So I always say, guys, I totally emphasize that we just got to be on the same page. Whatever team you're on, guys, you want to be working with the team you're on. That's all I'm saying. You just want to be working with them and doing the best you can with them. And, you know, just try to get stuff done, no arguing and whatnot. Because when the team's arguing amongst each other, that's just not the great recipe. You never usually win, although I've had that happen at certain points in my earlier days where I'd still win the mission, but I'd kind of just be entertaining somebody at the same time as I was doing it. But all that stuff's a thing of the past, and I don't really do that stuff. Never really got any of that stuff on a recorder or whatever, but like I said, guys, you just want to be able to stick with your team regardless, guys, and play within the means. As you see these helicopters coming back with the reinforcements, guys. So you see us running the Legendary Tidal Basin here. Complete random agents, guys. Don't know these guys from Adam. Don't believe I ran with any of these guys before. I mean, Muhammad D's profile kind of rings a titch of a bell. I don't know. I feel like I might have. As he goes down there, as he's being revived back again. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe possibly him. But as far as EDU, Lordmaster, and Jamaican UT, I can't remember running with them. Possibly Jamaican. I don't know. Some things come back to mind when I look at some people. But as I said, guys, the main key thing, regardless of who you're running with, at the end of the day, is just to be totally patient, distant, focused. Patience, distanced, and focused on the task at hand. And just, you know, implementing that, carrying that out in order to get the best angles on these guys, the best hits and whatnot. So you see me shooting this medic drone here, guys. I was telling my main team, I'm here. I'm like, any team I'm with, really, guys, realistically, you want to make sure that the medic is the key first priority. Do not want to allow the medic to be able to be alive and be running around, because that way he's able to bring various enemies back and just reset the entire thing, guys. And man, sadly enough, that being a facepalm as much as it is, creates that much more of a problem, guys. That much more of an issue, that much more of a problem. As you see them take me out there. Took my shield down. I wasn't aware my shield was that low. So I was telling them, you guys kind of get back here to start to bombard like hell with the nades, as you're seeing. So I was more or less telling Muhammad and them, I was telling them, you guys got to kind of just step it back. These guys are starting to really pinpoint and push on our asses, guys. And when that happens, you just want to make sure that you have the best angle in the room and you're getting, you know, you're in the best spot. So you're seeing us battle right here, down here. I'm not going too far up there because I know there's bombers and all that stuff, and these guys are looking in. There's snipers most likely on the right, guys. You want to be just wary of all that stuff. You know, Legendary, they're always pinpointing, so we have some rushers up here. Telling my team to get rid of them, okay. So we definitely got rid of them, guys. But you're seeing more guys still down here in this area down here. We still got to totally focus on the task at hand and getting done what we know we got to get done, guys. So in this part, you want to kind of just rinse and repeat. You see what we did when we came up. When we start up, coming up the stairs, you could kind of linger back there, guys, if you want more cover, just to be safe. Enemy will always come to you guys as long as you take out the medics. You will cut their life support off. That way you don't have to worry about them reviving or anything when you're back. And they'll eventually just have to come to you eventually, you know? So always keep that in mind, guys. Never make it a rushing matter when you play Legendary, especially a mission like this. With its rigor and whatnot, whether you're with randoms, clanmates. I mean, if the clanmates are fast, it is what it is. But if you're just with random agents, you always want to make sure that you're like, you're just level. You're not rushing. You keep patient. You allow them to come to you. If anything, guys, you allow them to come to you before you go to them. That's just even more or less offers the best chance of success. I was going to more or less say guarantees, but I totally cannot say anything guarantees anything as far as Legendary, guys. You just never know. It's sad unorthodox. You know, you just don't know how it'll turn out at times. But you're seeing us nonetheless get through it, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying it. Life's a game, guys. You know what it is. We're taking random agents through Legendary Tidal Basin, guys. Exotic gifts for randoms number 66. What more can I say? We're continuing forward, and so far, so okay. I was telling them, you know, it wasn't the greatest run. Our DPS definitely could have been a little higher than what it was and whatnot. But like I said, guys, it's all a step at a time. We did what we did. And that way we just keep moving forward, guys. What more can I say? So I think I was more or less just kind of trying to convey to them what's going to be going on here. Kind of to fight near the bridge, you know? You want to make sure you're always fighting near the bridge. Well, not even the bridge. I mean the gate, not the bridge. That's funny. The gate, you want to make sure you're fighting near the gate so you can come back through there, through the tunnel. Do they push, you know? You just always want to make sure that you're on that in that sense, in that way, that shape, and that form. So you're seeing this place open up here, guys. I was telling my teammates mainly here, as I said in many of my other Tidal Basin runs and my various other Legendary runs at certain key points of the mission. You want to just sit here and keep back, guys. That way you can always retreat back. Worst case scenario, I was telling them. Now, obviously, guys, I'm never like the advocate to tell somebody fully, wholeheartedly exactly how to play. So I was like, you know what? You guys can go up there. Just don't die in a bad spot and get hit with something which you can't get back on. I would prefer you guys to be back here, but some of them went up still. So let's see how that goes, guys. Let's see who stays alive. Let's see what happens. So, like I said, guys, you just want to fend them off here, guys. Nothing much for me to say here. You just want to fend these guys off, watch the area, and just take out who you got. You got to take out. Do you see us still working here, guys? Getting these guys back here. So you just want to just be cool, calm, collective. You see what we're doing here. And back there, guys, where you saw me take them all on with my teammates down, you just want to remain calm. That's what I was saying more or less in that situation, that scenario. You want to just know what you're doing. In that case, it can come down to the build for sure, what you're using. So that's why I say half of it does come down to that. But it also comes down to the know-how of knowing where to move and how to move, guys. If I didn't know that, I would have wiped back then. It would have been wiped, and that would have been that. But it just depends on what you know, how to do. Do you know the movement and all that stuff? And if you know all that stuff, guys, you'll definitely you'll find that there's always more than one way to reach the goal. There's respectfully always more than one way to reach the goal, guys. So you see us in this room. We're going to take these guys out. And as I said here, guys, you guys are watching and you're here. You just want to make sure that you're just keeping back here, guys, because there's going to be more choppers coming down, reinforcements, as you're seeing here. This as I mentioned here and there, yeah, you're going to see choppers come down, and they're going to drop off, extra reinforcements, guys. Dogs are going to start pushing up a little bit. You just want to make sure that you steer clear of that, and that you're able to hit these guys and still get cover. And by keeping back here, you're respectively able to do that, guys, which helps out tremendously, is what I will say. So first things first, of course, guys, you want to make sure you get them all out of your area. If any of them run into the area, they're priority, obviously. You want to get them out of there. First and foremost, you want to make sure there's no medics around in there. You guys know the drill. For those of you that have been watching, if you're new here, just keep watching. You'll continue to pick things up. Pick up some key gold nuggets and pick up some key tips and tricks, guys, on how to get these missions done with completely random agents. How I do this week in and week out. How I'm even able to do it week in and week out. Guys. So, that sounds like you. Just keep paying attention. We keep working at it, guys, and we're pushing forward. We're respectively pushing forward in this one. Approximately 47 minutes in, and we got like about, let me see. Wow, we're about touching an hour almost. So it is what it is thus far, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this thus far. You're seeing that medic drone in the distance or whatnot. It revived that Chunga. I was telling them that wasn't good. I was more or less just telling this team, guys, I was kind of finding it, or they're kind of finding it a little difficult to be able to get some of these medics out at the time I needed to get them out, or the time that I would rather have preferred to get them out. So that actually did end up biting us in the ass in the long run, guys. As you're seeing some of these guys come back, and you're seeing an example right here, guys, of what I say when I say you got to kill the medic, because this is what this bastard does. He brings back everybody we just killed, and we're fighting everybody all over again. So it's like 2 waves again. So I was telling these guys, I was just like, guys, we got to be a little faster on the trigger. We got to get those medics out as soon as possible, ASAP. Because now we're killing a whole chunk again that we shouldn't have to be doing. There's just little things like that, guys, and I'm only saying it so that they would polish up their game, so that moving forward we could respectively have the smoothest transition, guys. That's the whole thing about it. And as I said, guys, and I was telling Muhammad D there, I was like, hey, watch your cover here, guys. And as I'll also tell you guys, because although he has cover front and center, it can't stop dogs from launching a nade over that or standing on top of that up there, pinpointing him with a one-shot beam hit or whatnot, one-shot sniper hit, or launching a nade at him or whatnot. So I said that's just too easy of a spot. You don't really want to linger there, and if you linger there, I told him you gotta really be watching, because they'll take you out like quick, fast. So I was just letting him know that, just stay back if you're getting killed like that, because people can't keep going down, my friends, guys. That's one thing about when you're running on my team. I just totally cannot and utterly will not allow any of my teammates just keep falling like that. Because if they're doing it, they just keep dying like that. It means they're not doing anything really, or they're not learning anything. So the main thing, guys, is just staying alive in order to get the task done. Because what better way to get the task done than staying alive, right? You totally can't get anything done without being alive, guys. So you guys already know, obviously, how that goes. So this place looked like a mess, guys. Although this place looked like a mess to start off, it seems that we're starting to, get the hang of it. You get into your niche, and you just, you want to just keep fighting them off from this area. And majority of my teammates, as I said, are over here, so that's great. This is exactly what you want to do. It's exactly what you want to do, guys, to get these missions done. I kind of always do think I would be like a little funner with specific teammates and running certain missions or certain objectives with them, of things that they want to get done. I might look into doing something like that, guys. But as I said, as far as legendary missions are concerned, guys, we just all got to be on the same page and we'll be all okay. More than even. So you see me here reviving him again, Muhammad Nadi. So like I said, guys, you're seeing where he's gone down a few times, but I keep telling these guys that, hey, just back it up there, go through the double doors if you feel you're being overwhelmed. You can always retreat back to the other room that we were just respectively in, so there's no reason to push, as I told these guys, unless there's a medic out there, in which I'm kind of putting that on myself to kind of handle and deal with, guys, obviously. So I was just telling them, hey, kind of just sit back there if you need to, peek out from behind, shoot these guys. But whatever you do not run back up to here. Do not run back up to this closer cover area, because whenever you do that, it just honestly makes it a hell of a lot easier for the enemy to pinpoint you and hit you from that distance without adequate cover, guys. So as you see us here on that note, guys, after saying that, you see us working our way up here to be able to get the final guy in this room just before continuing in Legendary Tidal Basin, guys. With Random Agents, Part 66, Exotic Gifts for Randoms, Part 66, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying. We're going to go ahead and finish this final guy up over here. Okay, his life's depleting, guys. Got my wonderful Liberty. And down he goes. Okay, and we're continuing, guys. Okay, so on that note, I close my drone down there, and we're continuing here, guys. In this next room right here, what I wanted my teammates to know, respectively, was that at this part, I was kind of saying the 2 to go up, 2 to stay down as usual. But I believe after realizing, running with like a teammate, I forgot the teammate's name in the past, but they more or less showed me you can fast travel back up to your teammates up here. So I guess we more or less utilize that method instead of the original method I always have done to complete this. Just being able to all 4 be up top, it's always good, especially after the pool, guys. It always works. But as you guys shall see, it's not always enough. As you see me here trying to change my builds, I just couldn't change it. It wasn't allowing me to change it at this point. It kept going back, as I stated in the beginning of the game. But let me go ahead and just fast forward it here, guys, so that we can respectively get to the next spot, so we're not using too much time up. And we can get right back to it, guys. GG's. Alrighty then, guys, so we decided here after some talking a little bit, guys, fast forwarding there, Jamaican said he'd go down and then fast travel back, guys. So I believe that Jamaican UT was actually, he was highly aware of exactly how to do this and what was going on as far as fast traveling back, guys. So right here, if you guys are here, what you want to do is send 1 agent down there and then fast travel back to the team. Keep one of the team members or the team members up here, fight them from up here. But one thing you want to remember, guys, I was telling my team here, it's like you never want to go to sleep. As you see me, I switched to my Stinger Hive here. My Stinger Hive just literally helps keep control within this room as far as the enemies, multiple enemies at once, hitting them with strong attacks instead of just my usual assault drone. So that does help out inside here, guys, using my Stinger Hive. As you see us get that dog out of there. You're seeing EDU Lord Master down there. I think he kind of forgot about fast travel, but I believe I do remind him within game that he actually can fast travel back up if he needs to. But our main thing was just having somebody, usually it's 2 up top, 2 down low, and whoever stays up top, guys, take note that whoever you choose to keep up top must stay alive. So I kind of don't want to just, you know, put ranks on it, but it's kind of got to be your best 2 agents that are up top in this scenario. Or you could kind of mix it up. One of the great agents are with another teammate. One of the ones are with another one, or with you, of course, or whatnot, or with that other elite agent. So like I said, guys, it just depends on what you're doing and what's happening. But as I said, guys, I feel like we just gotta keep our composure here. And this part was some hella grit. The way it used to be, we would probably just go all the way back and like fight all the way back there on that left side. But it is what it is, guys. You see us right here, Tidal Basin Legendary, getting it done with randoms, guys, all the time. Always go through it like this. You know what it is. It's all one step at a time, guys. I got my wonderful Liberty back on. I'm pushing that to overdrive. I'm throwing out my Hive, guys, just in overdrive, so it should deal with this guy pretty quick. See the life definitely going down. They're out of there. You gotta watch for this Chunga. I was telling Mohammed just watch for him, and he went down again there, guys. You're seeing Mohammed. He kind of went down quite some too as well. To be honest with you, yeah, he was more or less new to it. He went down a lot, but the whole thing about him at least was that he at least stayed. He wasn't like the other guy that just left and gave up or whatnot. So with agents with this type of mindset is just showing me the type of player they can be down the road, or that they have potential to be, respectively, if that makes sense. So you see us taking Big Boy Chung out here. We gotta take him out, guys. We cannot leave him there. Cannot allow him to linger at all right there. We gotta take him out. I'm trying to nade spam us up here, which is perfectly understandable, perfectly normal, guys. Okay, so you're seeing Mohammed go down again here, guys. So like I said, it's one of those tough things. But I was telling these guys, you guys just got to get it together. We got to just stay focused, because if you guys keep going down like that, we're not going to beat the mission. So it's like, you know, I got to just keep emphasizing that to ensure that these guys know what's going on. It's not the easiest thing, I promise you. I totally promise you. It's not the easiest thing. But with how many agents I'm seeing within the community, respectively, claim that they beat Legendary often, I'm just more inclined to respectively think slash assume that these guys, like I said, you know, like they can, you know, keep up. Because there's like a lot of players that, you know, say that they run through Legendary often, and, you know, they play it a lot and all that stuff, but they don't, you know, I'm not seeing it as far as like the actions, guys. And as I said, actions speak louder than words. But like I said, we all want to just be on the same page, guys. We're up top up here, and it doesn't really matter. I say that just to say, guys, it doesn't matter if all the agents are up top up here. You want to just keep on your game, because what could happen is you could be taken out. Very much so up here, guys, as you shall see. Things can happen, and it doesn't really matter. And so I say build is just one part of it, guys. It's just one little small step, guys. You want to make sure you know the know-how, and that's what I mean by this. That's why I take you through all of this, guys. Could be long runs, but hey, like I said, for you hardcore agents, real recognizes real. You guys know who you are, respectively. Hit that like button and that hype, HYPE. If you're enjoying this, guys, you're loving seeing me take random brand new agents through these missions. Many that have not even gone through this mission before. Some that have gone through the mission, but very, very few or little times. 1 or 2 times, if that. So it's like, it's always fun to be able to do this, guys. Show you guys that this stuff can be done outside of Discord agents, clanmates, and friends. So all you want to do up here, guys, not much more to say right here. All you want to do is respectively keep your composure, keep your distance, as that bastard back there is trying to hide, get us off guard. You just want to just, you know, keep your distance, keep your composure, and just watch these guys. Don't, you know, get reckless, get hit by anything cheap. Take the medic out, as you saw us do there. Take the medic out first and foremost anytime you see them. For that's their life support. If we cut their throat, slit their throat, in that sense, they cannot have life support. They cannot bring themselves back. And that way, once we mow them down, we don't have to worry about anything, no matter how hard or how long they try to camp out and hide, guys. So there is that. Threw my Stinger Hive down here, and damn, that had to attack that guy a few times. I still got 8 charges on it, guys, respectively, but, you know, you guys know it just is what it is. So you see us all watching up here, guys. This is the way you want to do it. You want to fight up here, then kind of come back up. Now, whether the devs address that and fix it, it is what it is, because either way, guys, I always used to do this with, before even knowing you could all fast travel back up. So whether these guys knew it or not, guys, any of my teammates here, whether they knew it or not, kudos. I knew Jamaican, UT, he knew it. When I mentioned it, he said that he would travel back up. So it is what it is, guys. But You just always want to keep your composure no matter what you're doing, guys. There's never an easy way to get the exotic done. Or in order to beat the mission, guys, it's never like just an easy cakewalk way to do it. You always got to put the time in, the work, the effort. As long as you do that, and you're on your P's and Q's, guys, you got to stay on your toes. You'll totally have nothing to worry about. You'll be able to get this thing done, no problem. So you're seeing us still down here. Still battling, taking this guy out here. Okay, down he goes. And you see how we're just being patient, guys. You just want to be patient, take him out. Pick your spots, just know where you're going, you know, guys. This mission never is the easiest. It's not the fastest, but like I said, guys, Tidal Basin and Manning Zoo, respectively, both these legendaries are about, as I always say, it's about grit, it's about longevity. How long can you stay in that? And as you guys will see here, as I will say, you see some agents here slightly fall off at certain points, and I'm like, this is what I mean, guys, when I say you got to make sure that you keep your composure, your focus 100% of the time, because if you do that, you will not win a legendary mission. You'll play it for 2-3 hours, and then what will happen is you'll just end up wiping, and then that's just that, because you lost your focus for just 2 minutes, guys, for just a few seconds. Depletes at hours, multiple hours of work. So knowing that, you got to be on your P's and Q's, guys. You got to know what you're doing. That's what I was telling these guys. There's no easing up on anybody, guys. It's about just telling them what we got to do in order to get the job done. If they realistically, guys, remember, if they realistically want to win this mission, or you guys realistically want to beat this, there's ways you have to play, and you just have to. If you cannot play in those ways, or you find it hard, I'm sorry, but I guess the difficulty is just not for you in that sense, or you just got to brush up on your skill. That's all it comes down to. So those times do come up, guys, and I gotta tell my teammates, I gotta be honest when it does. And it's always a good thing, guys, because all I've ever heard is that it just makes teammates a lot better players following the experience after. So it just is what it is. I was telling Mohamina just to watch the edges and use cover from what you're seeing with that little ledge on the right there, that container on the bottom, and then that whole spot on the right. I was telling them use like cover there. Don't just kind of stand out in front of the enemy. You got to kind of anchor them into shooting you, but you got to kind of get cover on them as well, where you don't need a shield. That's called using the environment to your advantage, respectively, guys. And like I said, patience, distance, focus obviously does fall into that, as you saw me retreat back some time back, as I use the advantage inside the first room I used the room to my advantage, the first room, once the enemy started pushing me and all my team was down. So like I said, guys, there's ways to run that, and I demonstrated first-hand account so you guys can see exactly how that's done in real time. So that's why I guess no other person says anything to me, because they just, they can't come up with anything like that. No other content creator can come with any type of smoke to me, telling me that I'm not doing something the right way or something, because I show it all the time, guys. I show myself doing it. It's consistent success. So like I said, guys, all I know how to do is be real, guys. And as I told you before, real recognizes real, guys. What more can I say? So you see us take that bastard out. That bastard was over there hiding the entire time, trying to get like some sneak attacks on us, guys, but we finish him. And I believe I'm waiting for my hive to replenish so I can get my assault drone out, guys. We're still up here. These guys are coming with reinforcements, so I was telling any of these guys, if they wanted to, I guess at some point they could jump down. As long as they could fast travel back or whatever, I'll remain up top. But I guess, like I said, guys, everybody's getting their builds ready, or they're getting their senses ready to try and see exactly where they'll be standing and how they'll deal with stuff. All that stuff, it comes down to, guys. So when you're up here, guys, if you don't go 2 on bottom, 2 on top, you want to make sure that, even if you're all up top, that you guys are all on the same page, because there really is no reason at all to die up here in this area. You have too much cover up here to be dying in that sense. Although it can happen. They could be smart, launch a bomb, and then there's a stupid little drone right after it, guys. Things happen. But for the most part, that stuff just, you will not find anything like that happening as long as you're taking these guys out. You have decent DPS, and you're good to go. Main thing you want to do, guys, is just kind of just linger around here, fight these guys, take them out. Not get too antsy, not get too rushful. Like, guys, just patience. This is the patience part, where you exercise patience. This is what you want to do right here, guys. And it will all come to you respectively as you continue to work in this area, guys. And like I said, it's always just one step at a time, guys. So you see us moving in and out here. So Jamaican UT's on the ground there. He's down. So he jumped down there fast, guys, and I was more or less telling him, just kind of stay up here. And he was saying something about we can't hit somebody from a distance. And I was more or less just emphasizing to my team here. I was like, okay, guys, so you see when you jump down or you get a little rushful and you don't want to you know, you're not following suit. You kind of want to do your own thing. That's how you end up. So I was just telling him, hey, when we pick you back up, my friend, you got to be on the same page as the team, guys. Otherwise, it's going to be kick, most likely, because it's like we got to all be on the same page because this stuff happens and we just can't be doing this. I was telling him we got to make sure we're all there. Because I was telling him if he would have just stayed up, he would have still been alive had he stayed up here. Nothing against Jamaican. It's just, I was just being straight up. Like, it's just, on these missions, guys, we got to be on the same page. We can't be doing their own thing, trying their own stuff. Because, as I said, guys, 9.9 times out of 10, I'm not just talking to talk. I've been through this shit too many times. Like, I see it happen all the time. I've seen agents talk. They go in there, they die. And I'm like, I could have told you that was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. You didn't listen. I could have kicked you after, but you know what? I still keep them around, guys. Give them that next chance. Call me crazy. Some agents are like, you could have. It depends on my team. If my team's feeling like they might want to do that, I'll do that. But Jamaican was not showing any signs of that at all. He was an excellent agent. He just got a little ahead of himself there, guys. That's all it was. And that's perfectly understandable. That can happen. But for the most part, guys, you just want agents that'll listen to you and what you're saying and what's going on, because you just don't want to have to go through something that you could have completely avoided had they just listened, guys. And for whatever reason, with some agents, they got to just feel it first to be able to listen and see and know, hey, you cannot do that. There's a certain way you got to run this. So we're moving forward, guys. And I just say that just to say, guys, not only just Jamaican UT, it's everybody that I've ever played with in this thing. I'm just trying to say, like, in the sense of just know what you're doing, myself included. Know what you're doing and know where you're getting out to. Don't get ahead of yourself, because you'll end up like that, guys. If I jumped over there like that with no plan or nothing like that, I'd end up just like him too. So I'm saying you got to know exactly what you're doing and what's going on to give your team the best chance to win. That's all it totally comes down to, guys. So you're seeing us battle in here. This part's always one of the more nastiest, like dirtiest parts of like the mission, guys. You just got to kind of just grit it out. It's great being up here though. I played with a couple teams where I had to be down low, so I didn't know about the whole fast travel thing, but it is what it is. It could be done, but it's a lot more, hella more comfortable up here. You have access to more ammo. At the same time, you don't want to get too comfortable, guys, because as I said, you saw us up here and you saw people still being taken out even though they were up here. So it's like, it doesn't matter if you're up here. You got to definitely be watching. For the most part, also just overall, guys, in addition to that, the mission's not done. There's still so much more to go following this section. So it's like you just got to make sure you put your mindset in it, guys, and get the shit done. Not mess it up. Get it done and, you know, stay on the same page, guys. Stay on the same page. So I'm telling all these guys here. So any of you agents that come across this on YouTube, respectively, come across my channel, watching this, you enjoy it, hit that like button, guys. Highly appreciate it. Enjoyed running with you guys, and hopefully we can do it again sometime. That's just more or less how I see it, guys, all the time. As you see this bastard medic coming up, we got to take him out. And these dogs, you can always go for these dogs first because they can never heal their life, unlike those other stupid robots. Those robot dogs, thankfully, cannot run to like another enemy ally and have their like health increased after it has been respectively depleted to a certain point. So that's a great thing about that. You always want to keep that in mind. So if you see a lot of those mutts running around, you want to make sure you deal with them fast if that's becoming a problem, or if it is a huge problem for you guys, respectively, as a team, as a whole. So you're seeing more or less everybody jumped down there, guys. I'm kind of just lingering up here. I'm giving them that option in case they want to come back up. We're not done with all the mobs yet. We're not done with all the enemy spawns and what's going on. So like I said, guys, we're kind of just totally chilling here, waiting, seeing what's going on, and just seeing when the time is right to jump down, guys. The time is always right. You know, time is always right. You got to make sure that the time is right for you to go down. Have that show the price is right, but hey, guys, on this, you got to make sure that you know the time is right. Because if you don't know your timing and you do things off in this, guys, I'm telling you, it comes back to bite you in the ass. And you're going to have to perform harder. You're going to be in situations that you could have avoided just because your timing was off. You rested something or you did something before you were supposed to do it. You more or less jump the gun, guys. And what you want in Legendary, you definitely just do not want to jump the gun. You want to make sure that you have a lot more instances where you do not jump the gun as opposed to when you do, in order just to have that higher level of success, guys, that you see me doing here. So there is that, but there are mistakes that can happen. You can capitalize off it depending on what agent you are. You can always bounce back from it and whatnot, depending. But that's few and far in between, guys. It's not normal all the time. So I tell a lot of agents, I'm like, when you watch my Legendary videos, don't assume the team you're running with will run just like what we're running with, guys. The teams I run with, I've had various agents tell me, various agents, guys. I won't say any names or anything, but I'm saying, tell me that I make Legendary seem a hell of a lot easier than it actually is. But, you know, I kind of in a sense, I guess, you know, the talent level's there, but I beg to differ. I feel like it's just, I more or less emphasize to them what they need to be doing and how to run in live time, which a lot of agents don't know how to do. They don't have experience to do that. And that helps them more or less know how to navigate and how to get through a mission they otherwise thought they had no business in, or that they thought that they just couldn't do. So I think that's what I bring to the table, guys. In addition to just skill and talent, I mean, that is there. And I know you guys enjoy seeing that whenever you see my teammates all go down. There's a lot of you guys that enjoy seeing that. I've had an agent tell me he loves when I'm in tough situations because it's where I shine the most or whatnot. So yeah, as I get hit with that grenade, I think I was just kind of grenade watching there. I don't know how the hell I got hit with that, watching it again. But yeah, guys, I feel in that sense it's just one step at a time, guys. That's all it comes down to, and knowing your positions, knowing your spots. I could tell you one thing: I'm never just cool with or comfortable with or just wanting all of my teammates on my team to go down during any given mission. That means that something obviously, guys, was not executed well, was not emphasized. It probably wasn't emphasized well enough. It just was not followed to the T. We talked the talk, we didn't walk the walk, and that's how everybody ends up on the ground wiping. And you just don't want that to happen whenever the point you're the only agent up. Even if you can get them over the hump, you want to make sure you address that crap as fast as you can address it so it doesn't happen again within the mission. That's the main thing I do, guys. Just in certain scenarios, you want to make sure you do that. So you're seeing here, guys, and most importantly, repetition, guys. I cannot say it enough. Totally, repetition is what is going to get you over the magical circus hump, guys. Repetition. The more you play it, the more you're going to know it, the more you'll be comfortable with it, guys. The more you'll be used to the tempo, as I discussed earlier. The more comfortable you'll get, the more comfortable you are in Legendary, the more things come to you easy, the easier things come to you, the more you see things, the more success you get, guys. The more success you get, the more confidence you get. You see how it goes? It's like a domino effect. So like I said, it's just the more you do it, guys. As you see me jump down here, I completely exhausted our chances of being able to fast travel up. So I was like, okay, guys, this is it. I'm coming down. We cannot fast travel up. I definitely was sure to let them know that so that everybody was aware of, you know, what predicament we were in. They weren't just going to go down and expect to be revived. It's like more or less do your best not to go down, guys. And so that's what we were doing here. And for the most part, guys, I had a great team here. I had like a solid team. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm not going to say like the greatest team, but I'm going to say it was a solid team. This was a solid team for this mission. And any team that could get by Legendary Tidal Basin, honestly, just generally is great. But I'm saying just in the deeper context of things, for more hardcore Division 2 players, it was just more so a solid team. It was just a solid team. They did listen, and that works wonders, guys. And it's always the hardest in solid teams and to be able to get through the grit. Now, it might have been a solid team, guys, but I'll tell you this. Their resiliency and their will to win and their effort is in excellent mode and above, guys. They say A+. I say, like, you know, rank S, like in Final Fantasy and all that, rank S+. I'd say that's the ranking of these guys is their mindset and what they wanted to do, because no matter what type of team you're running with, you could be running with the not-so-great DPS team, the not-so-knowledgeable team. The simple fact that they can get Tidal Basin Legendary done speaks volumes in and of itself already of that, guys. Just on that alone, guys, like I said, just the fact that they want to run that in general, just the fact that they can get through this mission like that, despite not having some of those things, just proves and shows that you know, that they know to a degree what they're doing, and they have the grit to do it. They just got to just practice it more and hone more in on it, guys. What more can I say? Because I tell my teammates all the time, any team I play with, I'm like, I'm not killing every enemy. You know, it's just four-man Taylor, guys. If all you guys just stood around, I'm not saying I could just do it all by myself. You know, there's certain areas, but it's like, you guys are helping me beat this mission. It's not just me. So it's like, you know, that just, you know, I believe that sparks confidence in them to let them know that, hey, you know, your services are needed within the mission. And like I said, as long as you're willing and ready to go, guys, agents can contribute in this mission, guys. It's not the easiest thing. I'm not saying it is, but it can be done. And I usually know when I'm running with a team that's up to that par, even if they think they're not. There might have been times where this team may have thought at times it might have been a little hard. Are we really going to beat this? But I kept, you know, my main thing is just to keep the confidence up, guys, and just have us running this thing and getting everything done we got to get done. Each agent here played to the absolute best of their ability, so I do applaud them for that. There's not much more you can say on that, guys. Sometimes I might be asking some things, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of catch myself. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe this guy doesn't run this stuff as often as you run it and stuff, which makes sense. But there are some things you just got to grasp, guys, if you want to beat the mission. Sorry, I just can't sugarcoat it. There's no other way to go about it. There's certain things you just have to grasp. And that's why I say, whenever you're matching up for these missions, just be ready for what to entail. Be ready to be just humble on the mission, guys. Be able to learn, willing to learn, especially if you're new. And just do what you got to do. As long as you don't have any toxic agents, guys. There's a lot of toxic as hell agents in this game you can come across as far as missions like this that might talk, that aren't even that good themselves, guys. I've came across plenty of them in my time. Kind of had a lot of fun with them, joking with them, seeing them go down, telling them when they were going to go down, and seeing them go down in those certain instances at certain spots. So it's kind of funny. But as I said, guys, for the most part, even through with some of those toxic agents, I've created some friends through them. It just depends, guys. The main thing you want to do is just be on the same page with your team. For the most part, you won't have a lot of toxic agents every single group you run with, guys. You'll have guys most likely that listen to you, that are all trying to work together in order to get the win. Just as you are, guys. Just as the same as you are. So there is that. What more can I say? So you see us taking the rest of these guys out here. You see my assault drone just cleaning it all up. Okay, so what we get there, we got watch level up. Wow. We got a few watch level ups in this mission, guys. I didn't realize it. So here we are, guys. Tidal Basin Legendary, random agents, no modifiers. Completely random agents, guys, from start to finish. I don't just join their team, maybe like with them possibly maybe halfway through it. Nah, guys, we start from door 1, room 1, all the way up until the end, guys. So what more can I say? The real deal here, guys. You're not going to see this at any other channel out there, guys. You're not going to see it like this on this much of a consistent basis, guys. Because as I said, it's not the easiest things. If it was, you'd see a lot of these content creators doing this. A lot of them, you'd see them doing this stuff week in and week out. But you just don't see it. So like I said, guys, it's just always just one step at a time. When you come across me, you know I'm the real deal. That's all I can say. So you see we got to this part of the mission, guys. We're getting ready to go up here. I believe Jamaican was going to take a break here real fast. So we're going to go ahead and respectively fast forward past here, guys. And we'll go ahead and get right back to it once we get back here, guys. GG's. One sec. Alrighty then, guys. Here we are back once again. Jamaican UT had to change some of his stuff on his build and whatnot. And we are respectively ready to go as you see him coming there. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys, if you're enjoying it thus far. Here we go. Continuing Tidal Basin, Legendary Tidal Basin, Exotic Gifts for Randoms, Part 66, guys. Completely 3 new random agents. Never played with these guys before, guys. Can we conquer this task? Can we get it done? And when we do, / if so, how do we end up getting it done? Is the question, guys. So like I said, if you guys want to see the rest of this, the more nitty-gritty parts coming up, stay tuned, strap it in, get that popcorn, and keep it going, guys. Keep watching, because there's more to go. There's more to come, more to go. So here we are, guys, respectively setting this one up. In this room, we are nearly through the mission, but we still do have some pretty good, interesting grit type areas to still do and to still get through, guys. So you're seeing right here, starting it off right here. What you want to do, you want to kind of always just have an angle right here, guys, between the truck and respectively the other pillar there, right on the left. You just want to make sure you use those areas as cover, guys. As you notice, even though I have a shield, sometimes the agents will ask me why don't I go more up with a shield. I'm like, because agents, I don't want to be taking all the damage of every single thing shooting at me at once. That's how your shield is depleted quick. Although even though I could take a good amount of that damage for some time, it's just smarter to be able to fight between ledges and stuff and things that could give you cover, so that when the time comes, like when a dog runs in your face or a robot comes right up on you and it's like subtly and you have to rely on your shield to protect you now, it actually can do the job and you're more than ready to handle that. That's what I mean. You always want to save your stuff for like when you really need it. My shield's right there as you see me, guys. I'm in front of my entire team here. I'm just more or less still in front of them, but I'm not too close on the enemy or I'm not respecting them. You always want to respect the enemy, keep close. See the robot here, just as I said? I have my shield here. You see the other robot behind it? I know that I'm not afraid. Like, I could stand up right here and battle these guys. As long as there's no, like, nades, I know I could hit them, and my team's protected. My team can do damage from behind me. See what I mean, guys? This is what I mean. So it's like, if I would have just stood there and just had every single one of those guys hit my shield would not have had the ability to be able to withstand both those robots standing there, or just about would have had the ability, because this is beastly build, but it's like, it's still, you just want to be smart, guys. That's what I mean in the way you play it. You always want to be smart, because just as those 2 robots came up, there could have been a Chunga right after that, and suppose my shield was diminished, you know? Even if there was a Chunga, guys, I was still good in that position. That's what I mean. So you just want to just ensure the way you play, guys. You can always have an excellent, extravagant build, whatever it might be. Pulse, Oxidizer build. Oxidizer is very lethal, guys. Oxidizer is very lethal. You could have whatever it is, guys. Sniper. You just want to know how to play your role, what you're playing, to a smart enough degree, guys. That's all I'm saying. Because if you do not know how to do that, guys, as I said, you could have the best build in the world at this game, like literally, and you still will not get by these missions, so you'll find it very hard to do so. Because these enemies are smart, they're like sussing you out the same way you're like looking at them and trying to figure them out, they're figuring you out. So it's like you gotta just make sure you're on it. I know you watch content creators, a lot of them make it look a little easy when you see them running this stuff, because they're running with key Discord agents, clansmates, friends, and even some ones you might see run with randoms at times, such as what I do. They might not fully explain, they obviously don't fully explain what they're going through the same way I do right here, as I'm showing you here, guys, but they're not really telling you it fully, but there's a lot that goes into that, and it's just them. If anybody that you see doing that, there's just a level that they've gotten to where they know the game enough to level. They just know how to run the missions, they ran it so much. So like, you know, there could be somebody out there like that, or agents out there like that, but I've done this thing, guys, with multiple directives and activated as well, which I haven't really seen even in that sense, as far as not having any modifiers on, guys. It's just rare. So like I said, I've done it all 4 directives, legendaries, all missions, all legendary strongholds. So it's like no modifiers involved, guys. And some of the shade of the agents, you guys probably be most likely shocked, but like I said, this stuff can be done, guys. It's the build definitely does come down to the build in certain senses, because you do need the build to do certain stuff, guys. So it's like half and half, but for the most part, I'd say, in my own opinion, I'd say 60-40. 40% build, 60% you know, 60% movement, speed, and know-how. Like just knowing what to do. Movement, knowledge, not speed, but I mean the speed is better. Knowledge correlates to speed, but movement, knowledge, and know-how. Game knowledge and know-how, movement, know-how. That's what I say is more or less a 60% of getting past these missions, guys, because you could have the greatest build, that's not going to do the worst. I mean, not going to, you know, do the best as far as, you know, getting you past or through the mission. And I do say 60%, guys, because that's a D grade if you look at that out of 100. And some people could view that as slightly a pass, and depending on your know-how, sometimes, yes, you can get by with not having the greatest builds. Although the sloppiest, like hell, of course, could be definitely sloppy, or sloppy as hell, but it's like you nonetheless could get by with skill, knowing how to do things, even despite not having maybe the strongest build. But that's why I say it's with a D. And 40%, guys, I only put 40% on just having a build, meaning that's an F. Like, you can't just have a strong build and try and get through that. You gotta have know-how. But together, guys, together with them, you get an A. So, like I said, guys, or more or less a B, C. You want to have a decent mixture of both of those in order to get that full, you know, closest at 100% winning chance you can get. As far as having game know-how, 60%, and having the excellent builds, guys, 40%. Of course, guys, none of this works without patience, distance, focus, so you always want to remember that, guys. I'm going to go ahead and have something coming out, some merchandise coming out with that. I got to go ahead and get that going at some point. But, yeah, like I said, patience, distance, focus, guys, that's, you want to practice that. You totally want to practice that. You don't want to kind of leave that out to dry, because by knowing that, guys, that's how you get through stuff. I show you time and time out. Again, you saw me solo earlier in this mission when my team went down. As I said before, that's an example of it there, guys. I don't talk just to talk it. I know a lot of some of you agents think I'm just maybe saying some of these things, but it's real stuff, guys. It's real stuff. Okay, so you see this medic here. Let's take this medic out. Let's try to do our best to keep within range. Okay, so that purple medic goes down. We get him out of there. So we're here, guys. We're battling here. I was telling them kind of like at this part, guys, I almost forgot about that chopper that comes from behind us nearly, but my headphones were well, so I did remember it. I did hear it, and I was like, you know, it's good because we don't want to be sandwiched by the chopper from behind. We want to make sure that we know when that's coming, when that's showing up, and that we're not, you know, caught off guard. There are parts in Tidal Basin. There's some tricky stuff where wipes could happen, and it's definitely intended for that reason, guys. I mean, I ran it on Legendary so much that I don't even know how their modes go. I remember some people saying certain things don't happen unless it's Legendary. I'm like, as far as I know, guys, Tidal Basin is how Legendary is how Tidal Basin Legendary is for me. I'm expecting everything to happen like that, but I know that's not the case. But I'm just so used to this version of it that I couldn't play any other one really like that and be like, you know, like straight. I think I'd be like caught off guard at certain parts. Well, you see the helicopter here nonetheless, guys, as we're backing up here. We're shooting these guys as they're dropping. You want to come out on this side, guys, and make sure that you get these enemies right here, because they can pose a problem if we don't get on them, as you're seeing here. They lingered around a little long here. I don't know how our team, we didn't kill these guys fast enough You see Muhammad Adi go down again. So Muhammad Adi, like I said, he was trying his best, obviously. But I could notice for you, agents, Muhammad, if you're watching this mission seemed to be a pretty little tough for you. A little hardcore, I mean, for all of us, of course. But you went down a few times. So it's like, hey, the only thing I could tell him, I kept telling him, just kind of try to keep your distance. I said there was Chunga coming up, guys. I was telling them, Chunga, watch it. Just trying to get them prepared and ready for it. Did overdrive there, guys. That's what I mean, guys. And whenever I say an agents or anybody on here, if I notice somebody might be struggling a bit, I don't say it just to pinpoint. I say it just to literally educate the community. I use them to educate the community because there's a lot more agents that are more or less like that, like what he's doing, what he'd be doing, than not what he's doing, you know? Majority of you guys that are watching this would be most likely struggling in this mission if you tried to run this thing right here. So I'm saying his representation is more or less a realistic representation. So I kind of just more or less show it to be like, hey, you know, just, you know, I'm telling him what I tell all thousands of you watching this. I tell him the same thing I would tell any one of you. Just take it one step at a time. You know, just pick your spots better, stay behind the team. Just learn as you go, because it's not the easiest thing, I understand. But it can get done. You have the ability to do it. You have the ability to get it done. It's just you gotta, there's a certain way you have to play it. I mean, what better way than to learn, guys? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I remember like coming out of college and stuff, which isn't that long ago at all. And like trying to get certain jobs, and it's like, I keep saying they need somebody with experience, but if nobody's trying to experience a person, show the person experience or take them on a run with it, how is that person ever supposed to get better and know how to run the thing if they don't have experience, guys? You see, guys, my channel is just real recognizes real, guys, as I say. I'm going to show people things. Sometimes, like, you know, they might not even be up to par, but I'll be like, hey, you know, next time I run, I'll take you on my team. You can run on my team, and you're going to see not only how I run, how some of the other skillful agents on my team run, and you're going to learn some stuff while running with us, but you're going to do your part too. There's going to be things you have to do. So at the same time, when you tell them that, they realize it's not just a carry. It kind of hits them. You know, they're like, okay, so I got to play in this too. It's not like I'm going to be. It's like, yeah, you gotta also do your part. Have fun, but do your part. There's going to be things we're going to want you to do as well. As long as they're confident, guys. I mean, who wouldn't be? Anybody listening to this right now that knows they'd be confident, would love to run with me, which is a lot of you guys have told me that you would like to. You'd be confident enough to know, hey, I could pull my part. I know I might not be like, you know, the greatest on the team and all that, definitely. But I'll definitely learn, and I'll pull my part when I need to pull my part and do what I need to do. So it's like any agent that has a problem with that, any agent that has a problem, it just means that they're looking for an easy carry or an easy walkthrough, and that's not going to teach you anything. It could happen. I mean, by all means, guys, I've done that with people, but it's like if you don't learn anything by it. So it's like, I mean, unless they want to be always dependent upon me being on, which is hella rare that they're going to run into me like that. So it's like, you don't really want to have to worry about or like depend on any agents, guys. You want to get the knowledgeable golden nuggets from that agent, if anything, and ask them how they are able to do what they do, and then incorporate that into your gameplay, which will result in a lot more successful agents wanting to run with you and you having high success rates as well, guys. So that's the reason why I say this. It's not, trust me, guys, I'm that agent, believe me. Just like the rest of you guys, it's funny. I might be a content creator here, guys. Life's a game, you know me as. But to be honest with you guys, I was always that agent that, like, or player, even in MMORPGs, certain ones that where it's like I never really had the friends to play with, guys. I never had the friends to run with. The key guys. You want to know how I met my friends that I did have to run with? Through doing difficult, elite level, hard dungeon missions, offering my insight and being like in there and actually them learning and like knowing me through that. And they're like, damn, this guy's like really good. You know what? I got to know you. What's your name? And then that's how I got to know like top level clan mates on those games and stuff. It wasn't because I just knew them. It was just because I was playing and they wanted to friend me because they're like, hey, no, I'd rather you run in a lot of our groups. We do this, we do that. You need to be a part of our group because you obviously know the game at that level. And like I said, I was always that agent, like where it was like I never really had somebody. When I wanted to run a certain mission, I didn't have everybody run it. I mean, hell, even now, guys, I could want to run Iron Horse, but I don't have enough agents. I don't know enough people to just be like, hey, let's go on and run Iron Horse. Let's run a raid, play a raid or whatever. It's like I don't really know people like that at that level, guys. I know I'm a content creator, but it's not always like that. So it's like, you know, just push comes to shove, guys. I mean, it just depends. It's each their own, I guess. I don't even know if I've worded that right. But what I more or less wanted to say is just to each their own, guys. To each their own. I've had some friends that actually do have a lot of friends like that they can invite for raids. So it's like, it just depends. I mean, some agents are more popular, guys. I don't know. I guess I might not be one of the most popular agents in the game, I guess. But as far as knowledge and know-how and skill and all that stuff, I can say I rank pretty highly there. At least I can honestly say. You guys agree with that, of course. I can at least say. But moving forward on a more positive note, guys, I mean, I love the community as a whole. Always, guys, on a more important note, a more genuine note. But moving forward positively, like I said, guys, I do this for the agents out there that literally, as I said, resemble myself. I don't really have all the people to play with like that, or didn't always start off with all the friends like that to play with, that just had these well synergized builds that could just help them. Hey, you want to do incursion? I can do that. Hey, you want to run Legendary District Union Arena? Let's go get it. Oh, let's farm Legendary Summit. You know, not everybody has friends that could just do that stuff. So it's like to be able to get those friends and start accumulating friends like that do those things based off of your own skill and based off of your knowledge. That's a great thing, guys. That's what I'm saying. That's a great thing. So like that's the agents I do it for, guys. For you guys to be able to go out there. I mean, hell, you guys can join up just by saying both of you guys watch my videos. I would highly implore each one of my agents, anybody that follows me, guys, to all be friends within this game. I would implore anybody that watches Life's a Game, if you meet another agent that watches me, to be a friend, because you guys all know patience, distance, focus. That's what we need. So like I said, guys, that's kind of what you want to do. And most importantly, guys, I don't say it enough, but you want to have fun with it. As you see us working back here, keeping our distance here, guys. I've been speaking a little much more, but I'm going to kind of get a little more into it. Get a little more into it out here, guys. So you're seeing out there, Jamaican UT went down, and I was more or less telling him he died in a bad spot, guys. So what you're seeing right here from Jamaican where he went down, you definitely, totally, utterly do not, guys, repeat, do not want to do that. You don't want to go that deep and far in there like that. With all this drone spam, nade spam, and all this stuff. You have a healer out there. We're just like not in the best position right now. He died in a very bad spot. He could have been out here helping us. It's 3-man going against 4-man, tailored enemy AI. So it's like we're at a detriment now, guys. So this is another spot right here, respectively, guys, where we're at a detriment. And I was just telling Jamaican that, man, you totally just cannot do that. We got to be on the same page, my friend. I don't know how you went all the way out there like that. You should have kind of stopped through it. But you know what, guys? People make mistakes and whatnot, but that mistake could have cost us definitely a wipe here, guys. But you're going to see what happens here and how that could just leads to more things, guys. As you saw start here, we were doing pretty good. We had our foot on the gas, guys. We were trying to drive it down the highway. Pretty good speed. It was a narrow highway. Like, you know, you have to kind of do a lot of turns, swerves. We're swerving. We're getting it. But then Jamaica kind of goes down, and that's kind of like one of our tires kind of going out, you know? While the street still keeps those swerves, those same deep curves and turns. So we got to still make those turns despite only driving on 3 wheels now, if that makes sense, guys. So that's more or less, I'm trying to put it into perspective where you guys can kind of understand what I'm saying, what I'm getting at. So it's like, you see us doing this here, you see these guys are spamming drones. I was telling my team, we just got to keep back, guys. We got to keep back. My main thing was just, we got to get this medic out of here. So it's kind of catch-22 here in a sense. We have to keep back, but at the same time, I was like, we got to get this medic out of here, and that's why I was putting it upon myself. I was setting my assault drone after that. I just knew it, guys. I was like, I got to get this medic out. We got to get it out, because if we don't get it out, that's going to be a problem for the team. I was saying, Muhammad Nadi, watch it there. Just, you know, watch out for the drones. Don't sit there too long. We got to really watch what we're doing, because if we don't, these guys can sneak up on us, and the whole entire mission can change, guys. This is when the mission structure can change. You're seeing us battle it here. You're obviously totally seeing me battle it here, but it can definitely change. The whole mission structure can definitely change, guys. So what you want to do here, so Jamaican died in a very bad spot. What you want to do here, guys, is that you want to just, anytime something like this happens, if you happen to be on a team something like this happens in, you want to make sure you have a good enough build. You just keep back. You fight them out in the pocket, guys. There's no reason to rush. The thing is this. If we took out all of them, I told my teammates, if we took out all of the medics, there's no reason to rush, because these guys cannot bring themselves back. They can't do anything like that without a medic. They can't replenish and get bigger numbers by us standing there. If we've taken out the medic, it's fine, which I do not know if we've taken out the medic quite yet, guys. I don't think that we did yet at this point. So we were still kind of battling this one out, and it was pretty hard, I could totally honestly say. I can honestly say, guys, this one was pretty hard. We're battling this one out, like, for sure. And I'm not sure if we got the medic out, guys. I'm pretty sure we did. But I'd like to say that we did. I'd like to totally honestly say that we did get the medic out. We possibly might have not have. We shall see, though. But these guys are still spamming drones. You know, for the most part, I believe, I don't know if we did get him out, because if we did get him out, I'd be kind of more or less staying back here saying we can more or less draw him in. There's no reason to push, although I did have a build with my shield where I could, you know, attack him. I'm trying to make sure I get these drone spammers out at least, you know? And the ultimate key thing, to be honest with you guys, is just to ensure that, you know, like that they don't, like, you know, over spam you with drones or nades or whatnot. You always want to make sure you have, like, enough of a bearing on it. Might not have a full bearing on it, guys, because they could do it at crazy levels at times on Legendary, but you just want to make sure you have a bearing. And just as I say that, guys, you see the medic back there, so I knew it. We didn't get the medic. There's a reason I realized watching this again while I was pushing up. You want to make sure you get the medic, guys. You see he was right there. I was telling my teammates we got to get him. You see me throw the nade to do overdrive. I sent my assault drone after him. I was like, we got to take him out. We got to get him out of there. And we did end up getting him out of there. I was telling Muhammad the D, he was going out there for some reason. I think he was trying to go and get the other guy, and I was like, hey man, you got to just kind of keep back. We got to fight back here. We can't go out there trying to get Jamaican. He died in a very bad spot, guys. Usually, like I said, in certain teams, this will be kick at times because there was no reason to have ran it all the way out there like that. He was probably trying to, Jamaican, if you're watching this, he was probably trying to put something down maybe or something or do something, but it's like he has to more or less alert the team to that. If you're doing that, I could have applied him with cover. I could have done something to ensure, to make it better that he could get back, but he didn't say anything. So I'm like, if you're going to do stuff like that, you just got to know that. He went down again here, so it's like you just want to make sure that you're just, you know, you're in the right spots, right area, guys. And you always learn. Like I said, all of these guys, like I said, I'm sure, like I said, they probably don't run this on a regular basis like that all of the time. So it just is what it is. And if they do, like I said, things can happen. You can make mistakes, but you always just want to be wary, guys. Unless you want to be playing this for 2, 3, 4 hours, a mission like this, and fail it. I don't think anybody would be sitting there like that, guys. I think you guys would just be kind of fed up with that. You walk out of your room at 2 a.m. You know, you're just on it the entire time. It's like you want to walk out with a victory. There's something better than that, guys. There's something about that. When you walk out with the victory, of course. Nonetheless, with randoms, I mean, with all the odds against you, that's, you know, you always want that. You always, what I'm kind of more or less getting at, guys, you just want to have your time. You want your time to be totally worth it. You want to make sure your time's worth it, right? You don't want to be going into something and then you realize that, man, I wasted like quite the amount of time in my day on this, and I didn't even get anything done. But hey, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. And a lot of agents might say I talk on and stuff in these, you know, these showcases here, but it is what it is, guys. I gotta showcase it some way, one way, shape, or form, or another. So you see us backing it up here. Just want to make sure that you're on the same page with your team. Not rushing too far in. And like I said, guys, it's always good, like, you know, demonstrating Tidal Basin and Manning Zoo, Legendary Manning Zoo, ones like that, because, you know, there's some agents that just don't think at times these things can be done. Like I said, guys, I'm not like a fan of modifiers. No, I don't really use those. I show this all the time just to show you guys that this stuff can be done as long as you put the gear together well, which, as I said, guys, with the devs, I was like, I don't know why they were so pinpointing on the gear or PvE. I was like, PvE gear was fine. I can understand PvP, but PvE gear was fine, guys. They didn't really have to do anything with that. As long as you put your gear pieces together and you knew what you're doing in the game, you understood the game's mechanics when you're putting your gear together, as opposed to, I mean, in correlation to how you wanted that gear piece to work and what you wanted to do, you'd be fine. And as you're seeing here, guys, as long as you do that, you'll be good. I think modifiers just helps those that might not be as knowledgeable in the game at that. And they, like I said, you could be knowledgeable as well, but I just feel like it's just an easier way to make an overpowered build and just make things a lot easier for somebody that otherwise would have never achieved that, just having the original gear, which they could have achieved had they just put some more time into the game and actually some more know-how and knowing how to pair things up. They would have gotten the result that they wanted. So, and like I said, as a result of that, guys, in addition to that, or as a result of that, they would have actually focused on more content and maybe we would have had another incursion, maybe another raid, and another legendary mission already by now, in addition to the Battle for Brooklyn DLC. So that's just another thing, guys. My mind goes out on a whim when I'm doing these things at times, but as you're seeing here, guys, just want to keep your composure. I'm gonna D kind of went out there, my friend. I was more or less just telling him at this part, after we revived him there, just to kind of keep back and just you know, fight from behind the team, fight from the back, and just pay attention to what's going on at the back, guys. I was telling him more or less just do that. Don't be going out there too often, too fast, because these guys are gonna push up on us and they're gonna take us out. And I think I told him after the other time he goes down, guys. I didn't say it there at that time, But I think I said it after this time he went down, because he was going down quite some time, and my thing was just you don't want to be having to do that, guys. As you see us respectively backing up here, you see these guys pushed in on us, not good. So my thing's here, they got me there. I was even looking at my shield, guys. I was like, God damn it. So I was trying to move out the way, but I should have just kept going that way. And they got me there. I thought I was going to be able to roll out of it. I was like, God damn it. So I was telling my team, more or less, guys, I was like, you know what? You guys can go. So they brought me back, and you see this game being cheap. They tried to stun me there so they could take me out again. And luckily, I didn't get hit there. So I was like, all right, guys, now we are really on our toes now. And you guys are seeing right now, congratulations, you guys are seeing how a legendary mission can go from being on cruise control, going A1, to nearly going to a wipe, as you're seeing right here now. So this is what I mean, guys, and this is why I show you this stuff, to show you that not every single time, not every team I run in, we're going to do it all the way down to the T, the exact way I want to do it. Everybody was doing their thing, and after this, guys, I literally solidified it. I was like, okay, we got to run a certain way, guys, otherwise it definitely will be like, you know, a switch of teams. We'll have to switch out teams, kicks, and whatnot. I've done that before. I didn't want to have to do it here, so I was like, guys, we just got to be on the same page. We're all just staying back. If Jamaican didn't die in the spot he died in, or everything, you know, we would have been like in a bit of a better position. But, you know, things happen. We made mistakes, but it's like now we got to clean up after this. Me and EDU Lord Master, I have to clean up after this. And if we don't do this, guys, it's a wipe right here. This would be most likely a wipe as well. We got a Chunga coming in, guys, on us. Sending my assault drone after him. That was destroyed. As soon as that was destroyed, I was like, you know what, we got to get back. We got to run back. I was telling Lord Master, I was like, we got to run back. Make sure that we don't get hit by this guy much. And we know what we're doing. See, this other bastard's going to try and come. I'm glad I had my drone here, guys. It was a godsend for sure. I do overdrive here. This is where the build comes together. I just start picking these guys off. So we want to make sure we're getting these guys out of here. As I'm back here, this bastard's coming this way. So I'm knowing that I got to get this guy. So this guy's just going to flank on us, guys. This purple guy, if I allow him. I'll switch my sights back on the Chunga. And start taking him out, doing the best I can to hit him and take him out. He starts firing his gun this way. He more or less gets me there almost, guys. So you're seeing us go off our back foot here. Patience, guys. Good job by Lord Master. If you're watching this, EDU Lord Master, if you're watching this, Agent, excellent job here. Fighting off your back foot is what you want to do in these situations. You want to learn. So we're going to go back here, guys. So when you're doing this right here, you got to know your distances of where you're going, when to move, how to move, and you'll be able to get it down. You see it, and by the way, I'm sure Lord Master is using a lot more of a DPS, quick DPS build than I had here, respectively. So that's how I knew. I was like, you know what? I got to kind of get back at certain points. Let me not stay too far up. So Lord Master, he had a pretty good DPS build there. He handled the rest of the Chunga's life as we depleted his shield and whatnot. And that was the last of the guys there. And I was telling these guys, we got to just be focused, guys. It's the second time we almost went down. The first time was the beginning of the video. The second time was here, guys. So as you see me revive Jamaican UT, I'm more or less just telling these guys that we got to all be on the same page now for sure. There can't be anybody messing anything up because there's going to be more crucial parts, and we just got to do what we know we got to do in order to get done what we have to get done, guys. So I was more or less just telling them. And that's what you want to do, guys. I'm usually not, on my team so much, but whenever I play Tidal Basin or Legendary Tidal Basin or Legendary Manning Zoo, there's a certain way your team has to run or know things in order to realistically beat the mission, guys. And that's like another area where we nearly wiped there, like fully. Because we just weren't on the same page there. People pushed too fast. And we were doing comfortably, guys. And you saw how Legendary just more or less changed up there. So as I keep telling you guys, there's so many respective spots within Legendary or times within Legendary that things can change up like that, guys. I just cannot stress it enough. So you see us doing our best, working our way back up this way. And Muhammad Adi, he was down, so I was just telling him just to, more or less keep back. And so, more or less so, guys, we got to this next spot. So what I was telling these guys more or less here was just, there's going to be a helicopter coming down here. And when it comes down, I shall call them out, guys. I told them I'll call them out when this helicopter does come down because we will respectively have to run back through here in order to not be sandwiched by the Chunga that'll be coming out of the helicopter. So I was telling them that here. Let's see how we do, guys. Thus far, it has been interesting, as you have seen. Am I lying here? Totally has been interesting much here, guys. Let's see what else we have to offer. Let's see what else is here for us to give. As we start this room here, guys. See me running back here, looking up. No helicopter there, but I'm just trying to keep myself busy here doing that. And that's what you want to do here, guys, in this room. You want to make sure that you're just doing that when you have a team here. You're always listening out for the helicopter. You don't have it catch you off guard and come down and sandwich you when you're not ready. I do know teams that do run into this room and run all the way at the back, but at times those are well-coordinated teams that have key builds and whatnot, and they know how to structure themselves in order to kill the enemy from way at the back, chungas and whatnot included. But as I'm telling you guys, there's a certain way you can do this, and the way I'm doing it here, I just feel it's just the easiest way. So what you're going to do is just see me kind of peek back and forth, guys. And at least until you see this respective helicopter show up, you're going to see me keep peeking back and forth here, guys. So, yeah, you just want to make sure you keep fighting here, but you always want to just make sure that you're staying aware at the same time, guys. So GG's here. Just pay attention here. You're going to see me keep going back and forth and keep fighting until the helicopter does show up here, guys. It's just major steps of the mission, guys, because to be honest with you, most times, guys, within these missions, it is very hard at times to be able to keep your composure with a random team and be able to, you know, help take them through it and just do what you know you got to do, guys. But you know, watching Life's a Game right here, guys. Hit that like button all the time. We're going to always have fun. I'm going to take you through this thing, show you how it's done, and just show you guys that the community in general, whether no matter what platform you play on, guys, you can respectively get this stuff done, this task done. You could totally get this awesome task done, guys, and reap the rewards of the beautiful exotic from it as well. But there are steps to it, guys. It's not a cakewalk. It's a one step at a time process, but you'll get used to it the more you play it, guys. So GG's to all agents who respectively joined me playing this. Always fun, guys, always fun as we continue respectively here, guys. So just one of the main key things, guys, that you want to take note of, one of the main key things you want to do is just keep checking this area as you see me running in and out. I don't want to miss this spot. I don't know how you guys do it. I just know that when I'm playing with random agents like this, I ensure that I just keep going back, checking that spot just to ensure that there's nothing there. You know, the helicopter doesn't show up unannounced or surprisingly. That's one thing you definitely wouldn't want, or I definitely wouldn't want for sure. Because especially considering the team I'm running with right now, totally respectively, guys, I just want to make sure I'm on it. It's just me being on my P's and Q's on top of it, because that's just one thing I wouldn't want for us to be sandwiched by a Chunga, considering our team. And, you know, the DPS, considering our DPS isn't all the way there like that fully. It's good enough. It's decent enough. But like I said, just the whole experience of us as a whole, that's not something that I would want. So, at this part, guys, just for the record, to be honest, you just want to be sure that you're just keeping a close watch for this, and ensuring that it doesn't come out of nowhere, guys. So you're seeing me come here back and forth fighting. That's what you want to do. You'll come back and forth, kind of help out a little bit, fight. And keep checking, but as the helicopter comes, guys, you shall see. Once the helicopter comes down, we shall pick it back up, but you're going to see us fighting and staying in and out here, guys. Not much to say here, so GG's, just watch on. as you're seeing here, guys, as you're seeing here, the helicopter comes up, it shows up. So you see me, I alerted my teammates there, just as you saw the helicopter show up, just before I even could say it here. I alerted my team, I was like, come back, guys. So you're seeing Jamaican UT, you're seeing Lord Master come back, and it's excellent, guys. We were able to come back. You see the Chunga run up there. I guess Muhammad D was still up there. He might have not seen it or been able to do it in time, so I was like, it's fine. It's always good, actually, if there is one person there. Even if they don't survive it, it kind of just gives the enemy a way, like, to somebody to go after, deviate after. So I was telling them, all we got to do is just work them here, guys, do what we've been doing the last time, and just take these guys out. And then we'll go ahead and work our way up, guys. So this is what you want to do at this part. Come back here to the same spot you're at. Take these guys out. Okay, so now what we got to do is make our way back up now. To the top where those Chunga respectively went up, guys. So I was telling them, just be careful at this part, because now these Chunga are there. We just don't want to end up dying, guys, you know? We totally don't want to end up dying. It's a tough spot to be in right now. We're in a good position right now, but we want to be, like, careful. I was telling them, just don't get hit with anything. Be very wary, be careful. So you're seeing us going here. Nothing much to it, guys. Just taking the enemy out. Just telling them, just take the enemy out as per norm. Watch for the Chungas. Don't let them sneak up on us. That's one of my main things I was trying to tell them. Just watch those big boys. They'll try and hide in certain areas. Take this bomber man out, so he's not bombing us at a certain position. Okay, so you see us coming in here, taking these guys out. I was telling them to keep fighting these guys. Good job. Be wary though. Don't let them catch you. So the Chunga came right here, so I was telling them, just be wary. Back up off of him. Guys are a little close. They downed both of them, guys. Both of them got downed. So that wasn't good. I was telling Lord Master we got to come back here. After that, we just got to keep our patience. That's excellent by Lord Master. I got to say, EDU, Lord Master, if you're watching this, from LLA Clan, this guy's a fine agent. He was able to see that in time to be able to move. And that's what I mean by patience, distance, focus. Agents like this, guys, that know when to move, when to back up. It's not the hardest thing, guys. You can do it. And it just comes down to whether or not you're really watching or paying attention to what's going on. As soon as that Chunga ran around the corner, I was expecting all of my teammates to run back. Like, I mean, just get out of there. Don't try and fight him. Just go. Like, get down. Get, like, at least where you can have a distance on him and then fight him that way. And I guess they tried to stay there and shoot him. And this is what could happen when you do that. Some agents have the builds to do that, guys. But from the team, I was seeing from the team we had here, we definitely totally did not have the firepower to do that. So I was like, you know, we got to back it up here, guys. And that's one of the main spots, guys. That's one of the main key things. One of the key notes about being an agent like this and getting this stuff done is knowing how to pick your battles, guys, and when to respectively pick your battles. That is so crucial in this thing, and knowing how to do that. That's why agents always ask me a lot, how do I know when to run out of a situation? How do I know when to move, when to do what? I tell them because there's ways for you to know that. Like, the longer you do it for, the more longer you'll know it for. So he's going up there to revive him. I'm seeing if I can revive this guy. I'm not sure if I even can. I can't. Because this guy's pushing up as soon as I do. You probably didn't see him. So I put my overdrive there. I'm like, okay, we got to try to take this guy out. So my overdrive was a huge help here, guys, let me tell you. And hurting this guy. See how he ran off? So that helped off a lot there. But there are other ones, or other people coming through these doors here that we got to watch out for. So many people on different sides we got to watch out for, guys. So this is like one of those spots. You just want to make sure you keep your composure. I was telling my team here. Patience, distance, focus, guys. These guys were practicing that more. Distance. Jamaican UT and also Muhammad Nadi. You guys would still be alive at this point. You want to just be distanced, guys. Distanced from the enemy. You don't want to be so close up all the time like that. It gets a little hard to be able to do it. Okay, so you see this guy coming through. Hold on. You see the Chunga is on this side. We gotta do our best to take him out, get him out of there. Keep our composure, because they're both just waiting. They're trying to see if we're gonna go across, try and bring Muhammad Adi back, in which he did. But now they're backing off, so now we have the upper hand more or less on them. My thing's on overdrive, so I'm telling these guys all we gotta do is respectively finish this up, guys, and it's totally good to go. We're totally cool bean sauce and good to go, guys. This one is not the easiest. So I commend all of my agents here, even the ones that went down. It's not the easiest, so Tidal Basin, Legendary Tidal Basin, one of the hardest missions in the game. At times I'll say Manning Zoo's a little harder at times just due to the fact of the longevity of it. A lot of people get lost in it. They say Tidal Basin is long, and which it is, but it's not as long as Manning Zoo in longevity, so there is that. But either one of these missions you can beat, guys. Kudos to you. It's truly exceptional. Congratulations. If any one of you guys got into this part, the final area of Legendary Tidal Basin, congrats to you on that, and I'm going to go ahead and take you guys through exactly how to do this part. This final ends part, exactly what you have to, the way you got to play, the way you got to rely on your teammates, guys, the way we all have to play together in order for that to happen. So hit that like and subscribe button, guys. You do not have to hit the subscribe. Hit that like and hype, HYPE button, guys, if you're enjoying this. Pushes my video up there, pushes Division 2 up there, pushes my content up there so that many more agents within the community, within the respective community, can hear this and better themselves and be able to also, by doing that, guys, they can also better the community. You guys will get better match-made groups because everybody knows patience, distance, focus now, guys. So yeah, what more can I say? Hit that like button. Highly appreciate all of you guys, even the haters watching now. Highly appreciate you guys as well. Like I said, guys, you keep following my advice, I guarantee you'll be swimming in exotics just like my most recent short that I put out. So what more can I say, guys? GG's. Let's keep it pushing forward as we get towards the ending here, guys. Legendary Tidal Basin is always cements itself as one of the top legendary missions, guys. One of the 8 great legendary missions, just like legendary Manning Zoo. So there's just a certain way you got to play these missions, guys. It's always great. So you see us right here at the final portion of the mission here, guys. And in this room, I was telling them it's gonna be the hardest mission of hardest area of all the areas that we've ever done, respectively, guys. So I was just letting them know, hey, we want to make sure that we're just ready to go here. And we get it done here, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this right here. GG's. And here we are, guys, in the final room of Tidal Basin. Let's go ahead respectively and get it going, guys. And appreciate any one and each and all of you agents that joined in, guys, for this one. I was more or less telling Muhammad Adi more or less to come on this side after we were going through the door. I don't know what he was thinking, but I think he has some type of bearing on the guns or something. But it's interesting to see how this one turned out, guys, because although this team was a lot different from some of the other teams that had higher DPS, they actually got it done. We actually ended up getting this done in a way that I don't actually end up doing it with other teams with higher DPS. So that's going to be interesting, guys. Stay tuned right here. So let's see what's going on here, guys. You're going to see exactly how this one goes and exactly what I mean. So you see us setting up here right now. Final room, Tidal Basin, guys. So the main thing here is this. A lot of the teams always tell me, or they'll be fixated on the guns. And I'll say this, guys. You don't have to take the guns out, the 3 guns, the 3 turrets, deactivate the turrets. There's no timer on that. I think there used to be in the past, some of the older versions of Tidal Basin. But no, they no longer have a timer on how fast you have to take those guns out or whatever. Like you could sit here and take all of the enemies out and then focus on the guns. I think with them having those laser guns mounted for all 3 of those turrets is pretty enough damage, pretty much enough damage and enough of a problem already, even without the enemy being here. So I feel like the best bet that you want to do, guys, you see where I'm standing here right here in this respective area here, you want to be able to fight the enemies, take them out, and just take out majority of all of the enemies before you take out the guns, because the enemies can all be depleted, every last one of them, before you take the guns out, guys. Just to let you know, I used to think the enemies were eternal spawning here, but that's respectively not the case, guys. The enemy can definitely be taken out. As long as like you're focused here, guys, and you know exactly what you're doing, the enemy definitely can be taken out. I can assure you that. And that's one of the ways I've done it before. But what's interesting with this team is, guys, we had 2 over here in this area, and we had 2 in the other spot. So I think it was me and Jamaican, if I'm not mistaken, on this end right here. And I believe EDU, Lord Master, and Muhammad Adi was on the other side. So I think that was pretty interesting seeing how we did it this way, guys. We usually don't do it like this. I don't usually do it like this. Even with teams that have high DPS, they'll struggle, respectively, even being able to be paired up in 2s. But for whatever reason, guys, so I say every team is different. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Every team is different. How many times I've done this. There's some things you'll see from certain teams you never thought you would be able to see from them. They do things better than other teams you thought were higher DPS or a better fit than what you're playing with. But these guys are like elite in a way, guys, because to be able to do this 2 and 2 in Legendary is not the easiest thing. To have 2 on one side and 2 on one side and be able to get the task done, that shit is not easy, guys. Anybody that's ran this mission knows that. So these guys, I guess, like I said, some teams just synergize and work more than other teams can, or more ways than you could expect for them too. I guess we just had Tidal Basin's number, huh? That's always a great thing, guys. But you see us setting up right here. You see my shield. Doing a great job with my shield. That damn drone comes around the corner there. It's always tough. So you see me doing overdrive there. So it's me. Yeah, it is me and Jamaican UT with me from BSG clan. Highly appreciate it, Jamaican. I'm running with you, my friend. If you're watching, it's always good. You know what? There was somebody else that was near us too. Is that Lord Master with us? Yeah, I think Lord Master's with us. I believe Muhammad Adi's over there by himself, so I don't know how he's doing that. I guess they're all fixated on us, and he's getting certain enemies deviating away from him. Well, you see Lord Master here reviving me, and I told him to revive me. I'll go ahead and take the brunt of like all the attack up front for us right here. You guys just shoot from behind, I was telling them. So I was up front here. I knew I could take all the damage that these guys were giving me despite my health being low. My shield is A1 steak sauce, guys. So I knew that I could, you know, stand right here, take the damage, majority of the damage, and be able to hit these guys. Allow my team to be able to work and get these guys in a lot of key positions, key spots, guys. But the key thing we're doing here, guys, notice we're not focusing on the guns. I believe Muhammad Adi might have gotten one of the guns, as it says 1 of 3 turrets deactivated. But the key thing I was telling them, I was letting them know, guys, do not worry about the guns. Just focus on the enemy. Do not get killed. The guns will always be there, even after killing all of the enemies. The guns will be there. We can still take them out. So they all were aware of that, guys. And we were just working. And I see Lord Master. I guess he went that way to... smart play, by the way, by Lord Master. If you're going there to go out and help out, and you're good enough to get over there to help out Muhammad Adi, that was excellent. For you to be able to do that and get over there. Like I said, Lord Master, if you're watching this, find agent, guys. I tell you all the time. I told you about this guy already. Find agents, guys. Find agents. You saw that he got over there. That's what I'm talking about. He knew how to stay back during patience, distance, focus. As I said, agents, I'll say it as I said it before with other agents. If I had a clan, I would definitely extend a handout to you for like to be possibly part of that clan, to go through some of the processes to see if I would choose you for that clan. But you'd be definitely up there in the way I'm seeing you play and the way I'm seeing you move at certain instances and the things that you learned during the mission, especially a mission of this caliber, guys. That's the type of agent you want on your team, guys. What more can I say? Nothing against Muhammad Adi or Jamaican UT. You guys are great agents as well. I'm just saying, EDU Lord Master showed something within this mission on the way he was moving and how he took initiative to do certain things. That's what I'm looking for in agents, like as far as when these missions go. If you have all agents like that on your team, guys, this thing will be gravy, like easy gravy. It's not supposed to be that hard at all like that. But like I said, it's one step at a time, guys. You see this bastard bombing me there. That's one thing my build doesn't really have the full protection against, guys, is the bombs. So you're seeing Jamaican UT there. Like I said, guys, Jamaican and Muhammad, that's nothing to have a shot on you guys. You guys are superb agents as well. We're in the last room of Legendary Tidal Basin, guys. What more can I say? There's just certain things at times I look for. That's all I'm saying. So either way, guys, every single agent on this team that you're seeing here is a superb agent. That's all I can say. So you're seeing us clear this up. But Lord Master had something that I'm looking for. There's certain little things, I don't say it, guys, that I look for. And he just seemed like he possessed that naturally. So there's always that, guys. Everybody has a certain fit, you know? Kind of like Harry Potter. Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Gryffindor. It depends on your demeanor, who you are, you know? Like, it's not saying you're a failure no matter what squad you're on. Those are excellent squads. It just depends on who you are and what your demeanor is. And I feel like Lord Master's demeanor would fit my school of training and division. I just feel like it just would be there. So it is what it is, guys. Nothing against it. That's all it is. So GG's. Kind of find that funny, guys. Yes, I did read all the Harry Potter books, guys. If you guys are interested to know that, it's a little gold nugget I'll throw out there, I guess, watching this. I did do that. I actually have done that. I was a huge series fan of that. It's always cool. But what better way could I put it in, guys? What better way could I put it in than to tell you it that way? And you guys see the greatness in that, because each one of those houses were all great in their own way. They're all magnificent. They all had professors from those classes, deans, top level people at the school. So it is what it is, guys. But like I said, that's what I mean, guys. But GG's to all agents. What you want to do, guys, you want to continue fighting. You want to continue fighting from this area inside here. You want to just keep this enemy as a whole off of us. Off of you. I was saying off of us, but I meant like off of you in general. You want to keep him off. You see this bastard trying to come around here, trying to flank us from behind, guys. You want to get him out. We totally do not want that going on right there. You see them having more reinforcements, guys. Reinforcements keep coming. What you want to do in this room, guys, all you got to do is keep your composure. You see where me and Jamaican UT's at? We have composure. We have a shield. We have cover. We have like an area where the enemies can't hit us. So clearly we have cover where we're at, and that's a great thing to have considering where we're at. So we're 2-2ing it, guys. We don't usually do this. I don't usually do this in teams, but we're totally 2-2ing it, guys. We're 2-2ing it. We're getting it done, and this is an excellent way to get it done, guys. These guys know the know-how. They know the ins and outs. As you guys are seeing, respectively, we only have 1 of 3 turrets deactivated. We still have only 1 of 3 turrets deactivated. And we're still continuing the work, guys. We're still continuing the work. You just want to keep your composure here, guys. If you're any team that's gotten this far, you want to keep your composure. Jamaican went out there. You got hit with a little something. I was just saying that you want to just make sure that you're just keeping your composure. You guys aren't rushing. I was telling these guys, don't rush. Just keep your composure. Keep doing what you've been doing. Take the enemy out. And we'll be good to get the guns, guys. We'll be good to get the guns. So you're seeing us just work in and out here, guys. Seeing me not say much here, but you're seeing us just work in and out here, guys, within the respective shed here. You're seeing these guys coming back. They're getting reinforcements. This bastard's trying to spam drones. You want to get those drone spammers out, guys. I'll say it like this. I'll be totally honest, guys. You want to make sure the drone spammers you get out early, because let me tell you, you don't get those guys out early, they'll start spamming drones on you. They'll fly around your cover wherever you're at. You're covering from them, you're shielding from them, and they'll still be able to hit you. So you just don't want that. You want to be able to get those guys out. So you see this bastard medic here. I was telling these guys, we got to get this medic out. I was telling Jamaican, we totally got to get this guy out of here. We cannot allow this guy to stay here. You see me throw my overcharge there, my overdrive. I'm like, we cannot allow this guy to stay here. We got to get him out of there. All he's going to do is try to revive everybody. We take him down. We can't have that. But that's a key thing, guys, in having my assault drone. Assault drone, I could tell to attack how I need it to attack. It's tier 6, guys. Tier 7 after I throw a nade. That's how this build is set up. So it's like I could just send it after this bastard and get him out of there. That's what we got to do. So we cut their life support off, guys. We slit their throat, cut their life support off. They can no longer heal themselves, and that way, by doing that, we ensure that we get the win here. We ensure that we can at least give ourselves the best chances of getting the win, ensuring that these guys aren't that comfortable. There are a couple of them that do come. Reinforcements, of course, but we just got to keep our composure. I was telling my team this entire time, guys, as I'm talking to you guys here, just to keep their composure, you know. Don't get lost in this or whatnot. Keep your composure. Keep doing what you know you got to do, and it'll all come to us at the end of the day. So you see me throw it there with another overdrive there, guys. You see them with more reinforcements, guys. So like I said, you just want to just make sure that you're keeping aware, you're keeping ready for what you got to do and what needs to be done, guys. Because these guys have a lot of reinforcements. This was a crap move right here, guys. I remembered this. I was like, that is BS. You saw the animation. The guy blasted me out of position inside and he killed me. And then the other guy could light me up because of the animation. I'm like, wow. That's not the first time this game's done that, guys. This game's done that on certain occasions. That's totally freaking crazy. It does that. This game, it wants to take me out sometimes. It got me there, guys. What more can I say? And you're seeing Jamaican trying to revive me. And you see this game is just on his ass. It doesn't want to allow me to get up, guys. It's so funny. But that animation got me. I was like, all right, game. Okay, you got me there. It was a cheap shot. Could have killed me on my own terms. But you had to knock me out of position where I go the wrong way with an animation and then kill me. And have my shield the complete opposite direction so I can't block the... It's crazy how it happened. I'm like, wow, okay. So they were just trying to get me out of there, guys. Looks like they did that. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this. My teammates getting it done, guys. I had some awesome teammates, so I'm not worried about it. Jamaican UT was getting it done with his shotgun. Looking like... is it the KSI gun? I'm wondering. But yeah. I think it's the one with the 12 shots or whatnot. But yeah, highly appreciated, Jamaican. Like I said, all these agents are superb, guys. You see him reviving me there. I went down. That was a little cheap shot there, guys. You saw that there. They did that little animation. They got me off guard. There's no way in hell that guy would have hit me with this shield like this had I been faced that way. They just somehow had me facing the wrong way and do an animation, not to the right, to the left, completely where I could be hit, guys. I can't make it up, guys. I cannot make it up. Promise you that much. But nonetheless, we're back, and I was just telling them, guys, keep your composure. We have this in the bag. Just from that cheap shot the game threw at me, I was telling them, I was like, we're good. We have this in the bag. It was trying its best to get me out of there, give itself the best chance at a win, but it didn't work. You're seeing the Chunga come down there, as we saw it there. I was telling these guys, there's a Chunga out. Let's try and get that guy out of there. We got to get him out. He's the main component, the main guy. We got to make sure that we get out of there. Got to make sure we get him out of there. Don't allow him to get too far in or whatnot. Keep our composure. Take the rest of these guys out of here, guys. As you see us working here, we're continuing to work. You see me, I'm not getting too antsy, guys. I'm kind of staying here. I know some of these bastards are going to start shooting nades, all sorts of stuff, drones, all sorts of things. So my main thing is just to keep watching this area, be sure that nobody comes in behind me. You know, guys, just keep a watch, keep a composure, keep watch. You know, just keep watch on what I know we got to do. So you see us working here, guys. We're 2 hours in already on this one. That's insane. But as I said, guys, that's how it goes at times, how it goes. And this run was like a little long, guys, despite me editing some of the stuff out. Some of the key parts where you have to wait for other agents to come back after a break and whatnot. Yeah, it could touch 2-3 hours, guys. And nobody wants to run a mission like this with randoms and end up losing it and not doing well. So everybody wants to totally be on the same page. See me kind of go out here. You start seeing these guys start trying to kind of pinpoint. Starting to kind of notice it here a little bit. I'm like, you know what? I might go back to that shed part and start getting a little cover, but we're starting here like this. Getting him out of there, guys. The main thing is that you just want to keep your composure. You totally never want to get ahead of yourself. You always want to keep composure. And just make sure that you're, you know, just on the same page as your team, and you guys are getting the job done at hand, guys. Getting the task done. You're seeing Muhammad D go down there. He had a revive hive. That's always good. But I was just telling them, guys, come on, keep your composure. Don't start allowing these guys to kill you. Don't start allowing them to hit you. I was telling them, if anything, get back to what we were doing from before. As you see me going back here, you see Jamaican come back. I was more or less just telling them, get back to what we were doing before. Don't start going too far off, deviating, allowing these guys to hit us. Let us take them out. So you see 2 of 3 guns taken out now here, guys. Kudos to the agent taking the guns out. But like I was saying just let's focus on the enemy, guys. Take the enemy out, then we can focus on the guns. And take the rest of the guns out, but we gotta totally take the enemy out. First things first, we gotta take the enemy out. So since that one bomb guy, I'm pretty sure we took the Chunga guy out. We're taking this guy out right here, guys. Legendary Tidal Basin, Exotic Gifts for Randoms, part 66, guys. You saw me dazzle it here. You saw it done. There was times when we almost wiped, guys, two times. One time I got it out of there. The second time I helped get it out of there, guys, and with the addition of Lordmaster this time, so he definitely learned from the last time he went down. Excellent play, guys. Excellent play, agents. This is how you get it done. Legendary Tidal Basin, guys. Exotic Gifts for Randoms, part 66. You see us keeping our composure here, getting the bomb guy out. And we're not done here. I'm kind of saying that a little quick there, but, you know, we're not done. But you guys know it already what it's going to lead to. Hit that like button, hit that hype button if you enjoyed this. Definitely not the easiest run, guys. This run was a lot harder than it looked, for sure. Not the easiest run, but it definitely wasn't one of the more satisfying runs, guys. I can definitely say that much. Every run is different. What more can I say? What more totally can I say, guys? Every run is different. You see us right here working here. Okay, so that's more or less done. I was thinking of getting that, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I'll get that. I'll go down here, and you see that gun right away started just kind of trying to laser me right there. My shield was blocking it, but I still got flamed. I was like, damn, okay, that guy was trying to aim at me from back there, guys. This game really was not feeling me on that one. And I was like, you know what? Instead of using my pistol, let me go ahead and just change out to this, my AR here. Go ahead, do a bit of damage on this thing, guys, and finish this up, guys. Tidal Basin Legendary, you guys saw it done once again. Life's a Game, Division 2 God, getting it done again. Random agents, guys, start to finish, no modifiers. You guys know what it is. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this one. I got a lot more coming in. And you guys know what it is. Battlefield 6 is out now. I'm so happy. I'm so thrilled Battlefield 6 is out now. I'm going to be doing a lot more gameplay on that. Totally cannot say it enough. Cannot say it enough, guys. A lot more play on Battlefield 6. But in the meantime, guys, this is Division 2. Life's a Game. Highly appreciate it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this one, always hit the like button. Hit the share button if you want. Go ahead and promote this to other agents. Allow them to see that this can be done. There's a beautiful exotic there, guys. As if I already don't have enough of those already. But you see us here, guys, getting it done. GG's to EUD Lord Master from LLA Clan. Also Muhammad Adi from MTO Clan. And from BSG Clan Jamaican UT. Highly appreciated agents. If you guys are watching this, GG's. Hope you appreciate it. I highly appreciated it running with you guys. Hope you enjoyed the exotic. And yeah, guys. You guys want to learn how to continuously swim in exotics, guys, just keep watching my channel and you get used to Legendary. I can give you tips, leave comments, whatever you want to do, guys. If you want to talk to me about it, leave comments in my section. I'll get back to you. I'll respond. Give you the best chance of getting this stuff done, guys. This is how it is, how it goes. I wish I would have been able to continuously use my Tempest build there, but you guys know how it is. We're going to go ahead and gamble, get these guys here. I said gamble. Get these guys here for a second. I was telling them to get a selfie with them, guys. Always great, always fun. What more can I say about it? It's always great, always fun, guys. And as I said, guys, just keep tuning in, guys. We have a lot more to come on the channel. We have a lot more Division 2 content and other stuff. Got to get that selfie right there, guys. Awesome sauce, awesome shot. You guys know what it is. You know what it is. Life's a Game. Take care, guys. GG's.